caught it. It was my knee.
Oh, I just unplugged your phone.
No, you did not. I took so long getting that thing charged.
You just tapped it so it could stop charging.
Okay, bye, Toby. You off the clock now? You heading out? Okay, bye.
Where's the little marker thing? You got it?
Oh, it's right here.
Okay, bro. Are you gonna hang out with us or are you gonna go? I'm gonna sit right here.
He'll sit here because I have food.
We'll just keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Start acting up.
Yeah.
We'll get him out of here.
You got that, Zach? You on blue duty? While I eat?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just to make sure he doesn't,
Hey, sniff dogs.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait till you get to his shoes, Blue. Wait till you get to the shoes.
Oh, there he goes. He's going,
I know what's
going in on those.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Literally and metaphorically.
He going at them dogs. No, keep sniffing.
What up, Josh?
Harvey, he cleared the dog park on Saturday.
Oh yeah? How do you like it? Here, Blue.
Well,
Smell this. Okay, that's not where you should.
this
Make
second
sure
time being at the dog
fucking
park, right?
Yeah.
So,
Gotta make
you know, it shows up. There's like probably six, 7 dogs, and then I know. The moment I said it, I was like,
I am an elementary school teacher. I can't escape those numbers.
But so there generally was like around 6 to 7 dogs.
Blue.
And
6, 7.
there were these 2 like poodle brothers,
Can someone clip that?
right? Anyways,
Poodle brothers. Oh.
so
you know what?
Harvey was-
Blue was barking at a poodle.
they
yesterday on
both
his walk.
so Harvey and those 2 damn brother dogs were trying to go ahead and like, you know, just claim territories. Next thing you know, it got to a point where you could tell it was like almost like a, all right, who's like the dominant dog here, right?
Check who's alpha.
And then, dude, it's crazy because I'm seeing Harvey just making his, you know, rounds to all the other dogs and whatever, and his tail was like perched so freaking high. He was like, what do they call him, like peacocking or whatever,
erect
stuff like
tail.
that. So, and it's crazy, dude. So we're like, me and Ronnie are tripping out. We're like, why is his tail so freaking tall? Like, it's so crazy. Anyways, next thing you know, right, the dogs, freaking like Harvey gets jumped, dude, by these 2 poodle dogs, right? So it happened when the dog owners were getting ready. They were walking out, right? So they're walking out of the dog park, and then all of a sudden, they go ahead and they jump Harvey, right? I go ahead and I immediately pick up Harvey,
Yeah.
right? And then
Yeah,
the owner,
because- What?
yeah. So then the owner,
You go double team my
it was
dog
like a
like
younger
that?
couple. Anyways, the guy goes, is he okay? I'm like, yeah, he's fine.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
fine.
And they leave the dog park, right? And then
Did Harvey like whine or anything?
no, he didn't whine or anything, and he didn't like whimper. The moment I
mad
picked
he
him
got
up,
chewed out.
honestly, when I picked him up, he literally was like, I had him, and his eyes were still like on the dogs.
Oh.
He was still like
He's
laser focused on
cracking
dogs,
up,
right? So anyways, 2 poodle brothers go out there and leave, and then any other dogs that were already there, Harvey goes around them. He like postures with chest out, and he places his like chin on top of like their.
That's the dominating position.
Like that, and you can hear him like, you know, and I'm like, hey, come on, don't be doing any of that. We don't need any more. Anyways,
Harvey,
one
are
by
you
one,
that guy?
The other like 5,
Thinks he's that
the other
guy.
like 5 dogs and their owners, they slowly start leaving. They see this little troublemaker, and they're like, all right, never mind.
I'm king of
So they got to a point where like
Yeah,
literally like Saturday on
Harvey.
Valentine's Day, like it was so romantic because me and Ronnie had the dog park to ourselves.
Yeah, it ended up actually working out for
He's
you
like,
guys.
it's my mom and dad's date day, and
Yeah.
you guys are ruining it.
Everyone
it's so
else
funny
was just like,
because-
all right, excuse to go home. Let's go home.
Like Ronnie was just like playing catch with like Nico, right? And then Harvey would go ahead and he would run to the ball, but he would stop and he wouldn't pick it up.
Yeah.
Nico would go ahead and he would pick up the ball and this and that, right? And so we're playing catch. But then all of a sudden, like later on, another dog shows up, right?
Oh.
And this was a female American pit. And I was like, ah, shit. I was like, here we go, right?
Good
and
boy. Very gentle.
Harvey was just like playful, and he was just like, man, it was just those fucking poodle brothers that were just like stirring up shit.
Started
Something
it
about
for
a
him.
poodle,
Yeah.
because the way that we took Blue on a walk yesterday,
Yeah.
and he never barks at any dogs. Literally 2 days before we took him on a walk, there was a pug walking our way, and he was just sniffing the pug. And he was like, hey, what are you? Why can't you smell? You know, what's up?
Why do you snort every time
why
you
you
breathe?
so flat? What's up? And
This is a
we
flat
were walking
Stanley.
him yesterday, and there's someone walking their poodle across the street. And
Yeah.
for the first time And forever, like Blue does not do this when he's alone. He started barking at the poodle. Like he was squaring up at the poodle.
Really?
Every other dog on that whole walk that we encountered, he didn't bat an eye to.
Yeah.
It was just that black poodle.
I've heard that poodles are very, not necessarily aggressive,
What poodle?
but they're very territorial.
Yeah.
Honestly, that makes so much sense because that's what the vibe
two
was.
territorial dogs are just gonna.
And you know what I realized too? I noticed early on that whenever any of the poodles would go ahead and kind of lift and mark territory, then Harvey would do it immediately
That's
after.
just dog. That's just male
Yeah.
dogs.
No, but yeah,
Bro, no,
I get it.
trust
But
me.
like, it got to a point where they were like Harvey was following them and going from wherever they were at.
And that's mine.
I
and
can
that's
tell
mine.
you, I couldn't even count the number of times at the park where we've seen a dog pee on a tree, and we've been like, watch, 5, 4, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, someone else peed on the tree.
Yeah.
5. Okay,
Yeah.
someone else
Oh, well,
peed
you
on the
want
tree.
that? I want that too. You
Yeah.
want that? I want
You know what's
that
crazy?
too.
There's times where
They've
Harvey
done
goes to
circles
the
around the tree and peed like 3 times each, bro.
yeah.
They're nuts.
So you ever see where dogs go ahead and they go by like the park benches?
yeah.
And they go like where there's like people are sitting there. Mm-hmm. And then yeah, so I've seen a couple of times where Harvey goes and he goes over to like one of the park bench legs, and there happen to be like owners there, and the owners kind of like they see him lift their leg or he lifts his leg,
Yeah.
and they immediately are like oh.
Yeah,
Stuff,
they're like,
you know?
"Oh, don't
It's
piss
so
on me."
funny you say that today because we're all at the park. It's freezing outside today. It
Right.
was so windy.
Yeah.
Dude.
And we're standing there talking, and Coda hasn't done this in like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
My friend Ted, I've shown you his dog Duke. That's the pit mix.
Yeah.
That's our boy Duke. And we're all talking. The dogs are kind of playing around us. And Brian, he owns Kaya, which is like one of Coda's best friends. And he's looking down at the dogs, and we don't think anything of it because we all do that. We all look at the dogs. And he starts chuckling. and then I look at
What do
him,
you
and I'm
see?
looking at Ted. And then I just noticed Coda like run out from behind Ted. I didn't think anything. I thought he just like ran behind all of us. And Brian goes, "Hey Ted, is the back of your right calf wet?"
No.
And Ted goes, "No, it's fine." And Brian goes, "I don't know, man. I think Coda wanted to take you home today." And we all went, "Oh."
Damn, dude.
But then Ted he sweeps his leg in front of me and tries to put it on me. I was like, "I'm gonna smack you, old man." They're funny.
All right, what is up, friends? Damn right, we are. Yes, we are. That's a One Piece thing, isn't it? We are.
That's the first opening
Yeah,
song.
you start watching. Josh, start watching One Piece. Hell yeah, dude. We are.
All your hopes and dreams.
Yeah, damn right. So we got
Boom,
Josh
boom,
in chat, we got Tish in chat, we got Jacob in chat. What's up, everybody? Anybody else in chat?
Fun
Please go
fact,
out there
my mom
and
is
say hi.
currently towards the end of Arlong Park.
Who is?
My mom.
Really?
She just saw last night. Watched Nami do the Arlong.
Oh yeah.
Arlong.
Yeah.
And I was like, she was on her phone, and I was like, "Mom, this is the important part I
know,
told you
you
need to
pay
watch."
attention, yeah.
I was like, "Put your phone down." I felt like I was talking to a damn kid. Put your phone down for 5 minutes and watch the end of this episode, please.
Yeah.
Important.
So we got some clarity here. Josh says, "Oh hell no." All right.
Bro,
well, fair enough. Fair
you'll
enough.
cave in at some point,
In due
bro.
time, in due time. But I do remember that you said, I think it was last week, that you've just been so focused over on your manga, and I hope that's been going well, Josh.
I love it when my friends have passion projects.
Yeah, I mean, I really do hope that it's been going well, because I remember recently when the last time we spoke, yeah, you were talking about just kind of like the writer's block and stuff. So the fact that you are like just focused on that and only that and working hard on it is like, that's really cool, and I'm excited because the project and everything. Oh my god, just like the details, I love it, man.
I love it, bro.
It's
Attention to
good stuff.
details, everything.
The story seems like it has like just an absolute like crazy just idea, journey, everything. You know, I love the mystery part of it and all that.
The next
and,
One Piece question mark?
Yeah, I know. Especially now. Yeah, well, shit, I'm sure it's crazy. But I do want to say, Josh, when we game, man, you're going to have to go ahead and hop on, man, so we can go ahead and just chat again.
Dude,
I
speaking of
miss your
gaming.
voice.
Speaking of gaming,
Uh-huh.
Rafa, bro.
Isn't he?
Max light
Dude,
levels.
crazy. Yeah, shout out. He is Max Light. He's at
I
the
just hit 400
Oh, I
and
saw that
he's
on
at
Discord.
550.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
550.
That's nuts,
And I was
bro.
like, I
He's
don't know
been
what
grinding,
this means,
man.
but it seems like he's.
Yeah. Shout out to
like
the Babbler. Babbler's been grinding.
Babbler's been grinding. I'm only at like, what, 407, I think?
Yeah. But I mean, also, too, I will say,
Oh.
because he's been working hard over on his light, but also on his different like loadout builds and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So like for me, like I'm at a certain kind of light where I'm like, I think I'm like 507 or something like that. But still, there is
That's
there's like power light level, but then there's like knowing how to play the game. You know?
Then there's the stat build.
Yeah.
The stat spread goes crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing a little bit of
Okay,
research.
hold on. We gotta talk about this. Josh says, I haven't been joining during the games because Destiny is mainly a 3-player game, so I didn't really want to take someone's spot. I played that game too much to do that, in my opinion. Okay. You
I
act like
totally agree with you on
okay,
that.
but also like there are stuff that we can do,
yeah.
right? Like
I mean, there's stuff that we can do, but see, this is one gripe that I have with Destiny, and this is one reason why PvP is. No, I don't want to say essential, but PvP is such a big part of it. Because if you either have 3 guys,
Yeah.
or you have 6 guys for PvE, it's so hard to do those 6-player missions and raids and the dungeons and stuff.
yeah,
Without having a full squad to communicate with.
yeah, no doubt.
So that's why like PvP is where you get like your 4 and your 5-person parties in.
Yeah.
Like you can do a 5-party and
What were we doing early on when we were first playing?
we were doing mainly 3-person thing.
Was it only 3-person? There wasn't
'Cause-
anything we did where 4
'cause
people where we did like was it
Babbler
arena or
catching
something?
up. Well, we did a free for all PvP.
I know we did the free for all, but I'm talking about like when we were actually going to like those. They felt like dungeons, but I don't think they were dungeons. But you know they have like
It's in the Equilibrium tab on
because those are cool, and I want like if we can do that, you know, with
or, like,
just even the
fire-
4
or,
and stuff,
like
you know.
ops or whatever it is. I know.
Yeah.
We could do those with the matchmaking, but the thing is with those is there's not a lot of loot that comes from them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, yeah, we can, it's something that we can fill the time with, but there's
Subs
not
away.
much that we gain from it besides all being together.
Yeah.
So I totally get, because me and my friends have done the same thing where it's been like, oh, the 4th person showed up. Who's gonna get booted? Like, who are we gonna boot so that we can
Yeah.
have a 3-party?
Yeah.
And normally one person just goes, I'm gonna play.
Those aren't Pinnacle.
Normally one person goes, I'm just gonna play Crucible, or I'm gonna go do solo ops while you guys do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I totally get what Josh means by that. Pinnacle, that's the word. Thank you, Josh. Pinnacle, the Pinnacle ops. But it wasn't Equilibrium.
Either way.
Equilibrium is what me, you, and Babbler did.
Okay, yeah, most Pinnacle and high tier activities are 3-player. Zoe says eating cheesecake right now. Damn, all right.
Oh, that's awesome. I love cheesecake.
Jacob says I'm beating games. That's why I haven't played. Okay, no worries, man.
Oh, good, bro. You're all
Also,
good.
early on, Tish should say it's the French in them. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
about
for the poodles.
Yeah.
It's the
Because French are assholes.
Oui. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get an
The
official
French are
beginning
wee-wees.
here.
Thank you, AJ.
Let's go ahead and let's switch it up to the AOT
opening.
vibes. You guys know what's up.
I could get Blue to say I love you for the opening.
Oh yeah. Sanji isn't. Sanji isn't what?
Taz Skylar is literally Sanji.
You know what's crazy is that he's been active over on YouTube. I haven't really I haven't
Dude,
watched his stuff, but
that
I know
video I sent you guys showed up, and I was like, oh, he's got like a legit channel.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm in for this.
Yeah.
He's cool, man.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Sanji isn't in terms of it's the French. Gotcha. And then
No, Sanji's an asshole.
says, well, Sanji.
Unless it comes to women,
It's
which is
weird.
also very French.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also very French.
Zoe
very
says
French.
you look unsettling without the glasses. Interesting.
Unsettling.
Very, very unsettling. All right. How about you enjoy
You
your
ain't no
cheesecake?
day one, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Eat your
very,
cake,
very
cheese boy.
Anyways, here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Attack the Talk, the self-proclaimed official Attack on Titan podcast, right?
It's not just self-proclaimed.
Well, we know that we're number 1 in
Official.
terms of,
According
you know,
to
just,
Google.
yeah, according to that specific article, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But
Thank you.
I mean, self-proclaimed number 1 Attack on Titan podcast, just in general,
just are.
right? That's what it is.
We're that guy.
The real ones know. Anyways, we're back,
else is
guys.
dedicating 5
I'm
years
your
of their
host.
life?
You guys see my co-host here. You guys know who we are, and we're excited to
Hi.
be here. We're excited to be live, and excited to have our friends here live with us. And you guys know the drill. We're gonna be continuing on with the story. I'm excited for this episode. This is gonna be season 4, episode 15, part 3 of our episode breakdown discussion, soul salvation, and my goodness gracious. So we've been going through young Zeke's journey. And now we're going to go ahead and get to that mountain. We're going to get to that moment. We're going to get to that kind of like, what they call them, where it's like the angsty teenagers kind of have the coming of age type, you know,
Yeah.
stuff, whatever. Yeah. So
Puberty.
we're going to go ahead and see Zeke have to deal with some decisions and have to deal with just life. We mean, Zeke's been dealing with life. Young Zeke's just kind of going through it.
His
life is hitting him like a damn freight train.
Absolutely.
Lifing.
And so we're going to go ahead and kind of get to the culmination of that young Zeke story and understand what adult Zeke went through and why adult Zeke is Zeke, why he is War Chief, why he is him in some eyes. Some would say, right?
Why is that guy?
There are some that are fans of Zeke. There's some that rely on Zeke.
I'm a Zeke fan.
We've talked about it before. Hey, if you're on the side of like Titan Warriors and you see Zeke go out there and enter the battlefield and you're cool with Zeke, you're like, oh, thank God, Zeke's here.
Yeah.
Right? But Zeke wasn't always that way, which is what we've been learning. Learning actually he sucked. Like he genuinely
quite the opposite
sucked at like training. Until somebody showed up, and that would be Mr. Tom Ksaver. And I just want to say right at the top, Mr. Tom Ksaver's got to have one of the most like forgotten, tragic backstories.
Yeah. Actually.
I'm not gonna lie, rewatching the episode, I completely forgot that happened to him.
Yeah.
I forgot. And so if
That's
you
why
guys,
I kept bringing it up like every
you're
episode.
breadcrumbing. Yeah, you're just
And
like,
I was like, no one's talking about this
Yeah.
with me. Am I
Yeah.
spoiling it?
And here's the thing though, is that like, so
I was like, why isn't anyone talking about it?
So I will admit that I only saw to a certain point where wherever we would end the episode and stuff, just for the sake of our note taking.
Well, yeah, you
like
got
that.
notes to take, man.
And then so when, throughout this process and seeing it, I'm like, man, it's so crazy. Forgot about it. And if you guys, for our friends here who don't know what we're talking about, that means you guys forgot about it too. And so stick around. We're gonna go ahead and talk about it. Ksaver really does. We talked about it last week. Like he does seem like one of those like genuine characters over in this Attack on Titan series that actually has almost like a good kind of moral compass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I feel like one thing that life in general, let alone Attack on Titan, has shown us is those people tend to have the most terrible suffering backstory.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is that they are essentially like empathetic for a reason. Right? It's because they dealt with or went through something absolutely tragic and traumatizing, and it caused them to go ahead and try to strive to be better, even like more educated people and understanding kind of like circumstances, and to try to just like become like just in general better, right? And you could tell with Ksaver is that he himself had a goal, and his wasn't to go ahead and become the strongest Titan. He just wanted to essentially educate himself on the history of and learning about the Titan.
He just wanted to like fully immerse himself in learning about Titan.
Like you even said it last week, where it was like, man, you feel like Ksaver and Hanji would have been such good like research buddies.
Yeah.
100%.
The research that they would have shared together and like the epiphanies that they would have had would have been like life-changing for them.
They were like two halves of Titan Einstein's brain.
Yeah, I mean, just in a weird way, kindred spirits from like opposite spectrums of the world, kind of like,
Honestly,
where it's just
they're like perfectly like mirrored.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen that
same,
before
but
with certain characters, where it's kind of like there's like the mirroring aspects of like, well, here's
Oppenheimer
Harley's
meets
version
Einstein
of this
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, anyways, I'm excited for us to go ahead and kind of just
Are you eating my
talk
hand?
about
Tastes like food, Mom.
certain moments in this episode. We usually go ahead and only cover essentially like 2 portions of whatever part we're focusing on, but we actually have 3 portions of dialogue that we're going to be covering today.
A triple
Woo!
serving.
So he
it's just
says,
that good.
little Zeke did not know he's going to turn into a Titan in the future. Yeah, that's true. He didn't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that
He
was
just
the goal.
hoped so, I guess.
He didn't
That
know he
was
was
the
going to be a literal beast.
You know what's funny is that there's actually a line in that he says in here, right? Little Zeke, that's kind of like, that's ironic. It's so ironic.
Yup.
And it's funny. And also too, talking about that tragic moment in Ksaver's life, in that specific scene, we get another foreshadowing thing. And
Don't jump down. You can jump down.
and yeah, so we'll talk about all that stuff when we go ahead and we get to it. But you guys know we like to go ahead and kind of just hang out for the first portion of it. We are settling in. And to our friends, please, in chat, if you guys did anything fun or you guys have anything fun and exciting that you guys are looking forward to, please just let us know. You guys know we like to go ahead and kind of connect and just hang out. And also, if you guys have any questions for us about whatever it is, AOT related, or even just life in general, you know, of course, keep, you know, questions appropriate and whatnot and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we're just hanging out here, right? I mean, shoot, I started off, you know, for those that were watching the stream when we started streaming, I was talking about, you know, my Saturday at the dog park. I mean, yeah, it was fun. And Saturday was Valentine's Day, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed Valentine's Day, whatever you guys did. If you guys did anything fun, cute, exciting, whatever it is, you know, you guys can also let us know in chat. But yeah, so we're here, and we want to go ahead and kind of just, yeah, like, we're just hanging out. I want to go ahead. I mean, you guys know the drill. We don't have to go ahead and get to spoiler territory. Zoe says, hell no. All right, you don't have to tell us, bro. That's fine.
All right.
He's like, hell no.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to tell us what is going on.
Blue, blue.
Or maybe that's in response to what Jacob said. Jacob says he didn't know he'd fear humanity's strongest soldier. Oh.
And shortest one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Jake goes, hell no. Oh, so he says, happy single. All right, there you go. It's as Zach would describe, right? You said, you called it what, like Single Awareness Day or something like that?
Oh, yeah, happy Singles Awareness Day, guys.
Singles Awareness Day, yeah. Yeah, she says, it's so religiously ambiguous lately, Valentine's, Chinese New Year, and Ramadan. Yeah, actually, it's crazy.
Sorry, y'all.
I did hear about that where...
Sorry, y'all.
Wasn't that Wednesday also like it was like Ash Wednesday and stuff like that as well?
Yeah, Wednesday was Ash Wednesday.
Yeah,
for all
wasn't it also like something with like Ramadan and like I think they all were kind of like on the same. Does that? I don't even know if that happens every year.
What, Ramadan?
No, I know like that happens every year, but if it falls kind of like on the same,
they're
like same day
close.
Or the same.
I don't know if they're the same day, but it's normally pretty close.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
I need a new headset.
Technical difficulties.
The right one doesn't work anymore. It's just the left one. Oh, wait. I know what it is.
Did Blue blow it out?
There it is.
There we go.
Blow it out.
Yeah.
There we go. I wanted to hear him say I love you on the headset.
Dang. I just gave him his last potato.
It's okay. It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. He wasn't doing a very good job.
Ooh,
today.
Tish says Carnival was this weekend. Everyone looks so beautiful in their costumes. Such a lovely weekend. That's awesome. Wait, what costume?
Carnival.
What were people dressed up as for the Carnival?
Carnival.
That's so cool. That's something that I'm necessarily kind of like familiar
That's
with.
an Office reference for those of you that haven't
Costumes
heard
at a
that.
carnival. That sounds so
It
fun.
was Valentine's, President Day, Lunar's Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
It was Ash Wednesday and the first day of Ramadan.
Yeah, first day of Ramadan and Ash Wednesday were on the same day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably what I was kind of like. I didn't know if that's usually.
Yeah, they were on the
thing.
same day.
It's the day after the new moon, so I think it's always the day after the Lunar Chinese New Year.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Lunar New Year.
Yeah, that was Tuesday.
Happy Lunar New Year, guys.
Yep.
Happy year of the, what is it? Fire horse or it's a horse, but I can't remember what specific type.
I'll say we're on that Rapidash type of
Shiny Rapidash.
Yeah.
that pony.
Exactly. We're at that Ponita year right
Yeah,
now.
there we go. Zoe says, when I go to China, I will dress up as Ryuk. We got to see pictures.
Jesus, what?
That'd be sick.
Yeah. And Chish says, oh, they wear traditional costumes, not Halloween-like. Yeah. Yeah, I know that at certain festivals or carnivals, they go ahead and they
What's the
dress
the
up and stuff and all
You're
like
right.
that.
What's the
fire
attire?
horse?
So
It is
cool.
fire. It is fire horse.
Fire horse.
So it is Ponita. Period.
Cool. And Jacob says Tish is not from China. Yeah, that
He
is true.
not from China.
That is true.
In fact,
I think
not from China.
Tish could confirm. Good stuff. So, did you guys do anything fun this past week?
I built a bookshelf.
Built a bookshelf.
I built a bookshelf.
Nice. Very cool. Long overdue.
Dude, I've had that wood for over years. And like I tried cleaning out the garage.
So you built your own bookshelf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it up.
No,
on
you
my
didn't go
wall
out there and buy a
No, I
bookshelf that you had
built
to
it.
assemble.
I built it
Very
with
cool.
a drill and screws.
Yep.
And a saw.
just wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut the wood. I drilled the wood.
Yeah. There you go.
Clean out the garage.
What size were you talking? Like kind of one of those corner bookshelves, or you're
shit.
talking about like
No.
pretty good size?
Damn, it actually is kind of long.
Oh,
Honestly,
okay.
I know they can't see it, but the length of that foam right there,
Oh.
probably
okay.
another
What do
foot,
you-
a foot beyond
What
that.
material are you working with? Was it like 2x4 or something like that?
2x1s.
2x1?
2x1s.
2x1s.
Wow.
Yeah, they are from a bed frame from someone that I used to know,
Oh.
and
Gautier.
yeah, I had those, huh? Gautier.
Gautier.
Yeah.
Somebody that you used to know.
Oh, yeah, that.
It was a really autistic joke for all of my TISM friends out there.
But yeah, I've had that wood for over a year now.
Yeah.
It's just been sitting there.
Did you always know that it was gonna eventually be a bookshelf?
Yes, I wanted
or-
a bookshelf.
Okay.
I've wanted
Oh, okay.
like a shelf. Just it's not even like a specifically a bookshelf. It's just a shelf.
Tish.
But currently all my
Storage.
books are on it.
Tish says, "Does it lean a little bit?" It does, doesn't it?
It doesn't lean. No, it's actually
okay.
like
Can you balance a quarter on its side on there?
yeah.
Okay.
But
I believe you.
I will admit, some of the wood is like a little warped. So if it's against
is
the
it like
wall,
weathered or whatever and stuff? Did it?
No,
it didn't get rained
been,
on,
it's just
right?
natural
it's been
wood.
in the garage. It's just a little warped.
Yeah.
So like, it's perfectly flat. Like I had the little bar on it to make sure
Yeah, the level
it was
and
flat,
stuff like
the
that,
leveler,
make sure.
yes, it's level. But when you look at it along the wall, it's like part of it doesn't. I tried drilling it all in. Like some of it sticks out.
Oh, because
like a
it's
quarter of
warped.
an inch, it sticks out
Okay.
of the wall, and I was like, whatever, bro. I
Yeah.
don't give it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's already built.
Just throw like a scarf over it. It's perfect.
I'm literally just gonna put like something to stuff the backing. No one will be able to tell.
I have
Yeah.
shelves that are long overdue for me to go ahead and put up as well at home. So
Damn.
If you want help, I will do. Honestly, one thing, because I've always wanted to do like wood shop, but the year I got to our high school, they stopped wood shop. It was literally 2 years
Wait,
before
really?
we showed up. Yeah. They got
No
rid of
wonder
it.
it was never an option. I was like, people
wanna
in
know-
movies
do you
do this
wanna
all the
know-
time. Why didn't we get it?
Did you ever take engineering with Boschman?
I never had Boschman.
Oh,
I know you did though,
Yo,
because I
what's
know
up,
you love
Thomas?
Boschman.
dude, 4 classes with that man.
I
I'll
remember
get to your
that,
question. I'll get to
actually.
your
But
chat right
his
now.
classroom used to be the wood shop classroom.
Zach and I had
cakes.
He was a physics
biology.
teacher.
No, what class did we have together?
Anatomy.
Anatomy. No, it wasn't. Was it? No, I didn't take anatomy. It was either it either had to be chemistry or
He was our
biology.
teacher. We had a class. No, it.
Miss
Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson. Yeah.
Miss Jackson was our teacher.
Miss Jackson.
What did she teach?
It was
Chemistry, right?
chemistry, I think.
We had chemistry.
Yeah, we had chem together. Fake friend right here, dog. Dude, he does not remember the first class we had together.
Wow.
What building was she? Was she in the O? No, not in the O building.
She would. I don't know,
Yeah,
dog.
I couldn't remember.
That I don't remember.
You know, it was.
L building. I just
Miss Jackson
unlocked
was an
something.
L.
I just unlocked something.
That's crazy.
She was an L.
It's been so long since I've been walking around those buildings.
102.
That's one of those. That was like one of those floating ones, right?
No.
No. Like I mean, like because there's the O building that was along where the stairs were and everything, and then it was those 2 other buildings where you could walk directly out to the
My
quad
building?
section where the senior
I don't
circle
know if
was.
you ours away. I don't
Yes.
think you. I
Yeah.
don't think you
Yeah. It wasn't
qualify
connected
for
to any
it.
Chemistry?
stairs. Yes.
Oh, I didn't take AP Chem because
You
I
did not.
broke my collarbone. I got dropped from AP Chem. Damn.
Dude.
Yeah. I wasn't in AP Chem.
That's
I was
crazy.
in general chem. I was in
What's up,
general
Thomas?
chem.
AP
But
Chem does that?
I was in the Puente
They do,
program.
like,
all
they
right.
put you on that pup list, like physically unable to perform list or something, or what?
No, because I missed.
No, it's because he was out.
I missed 2 months of school because I had
Yeah.
to
Oh,
sit in the
gotcha,
chair for
okay,
2
okay.
months.
And they were like,
Because I had my surgery for it. I got
Yeah.
the plate in. And I got dropped from AP Chem
Yeah.
and AP. It was Lang, AP Lang, because I took lit senior year. That was
because we only had it for one semester.
yeah.
Interesting.
But anyways,
Yeah.
I always wanted to take woodshop.
I forgot why we were talking about this.
I always wanted to take woodshop, and I've always, like you guys know, I do the haunted house every year.
That
I've
is so
always like
funny.
been building stuff.
Well, yeah, that's cool.
So
I never got to take pottery. Or ceramics. You
Yeah.
and
yeah, they got rid of that too. They got rid of home ec too.
Yeah, they did. I remember that.
Bro, we missed out on a lot of cool shit. But I did get to take engineering with Boschman. That was cool. But anyways, I've always wanted to do wood shop, and I've always been like decent without any prior knowledge of like building and putting stuff together. So I think I want to do that more.
Yeah.
Like,
cool.
I need to build shit, bro.
Yeah.
So you guys need shelves or
you can
cabinets.
even go out there and just kind of like,
I know what you
see
mean.
people post like stuff that they're building over like on like YouTube or whatever, or build.
I literally, that's what I spent this week doing. I've watched like 2 to 5 videos and taken notes.
Yeah.
On like
cool, you know,
building a budget, an under $1,000 budget of how to get all the tools I want, and then it's just wood.
Yeah.
And it's just wood.
No, dude, I totally get you
Hey,
because like crafting
that
for
could also
me,
be expensive too.
like crafting
Yeah.
for me, like I need that to like feel sane, to like feel like
Yeah.
like to pursue like a little passion.
Yeah, I've been doing
Why
that.
do you think I have Lexy line?
Yep. Yeah.
I just want to make stuff.
Built a bookshelf. Obviously, time with Coda. Cleaned out the garage a bit. I need to get rid of it. I have a sofa. It's a 7.5 foot sofa. Anyone in the LA County area or OC County area wants a sofa, hit me up. Please. It's really comfy. I slept on it for about 6 months. And
It's worn in.
There you go. Yeah,
it's
Warren.
honestly, it's basically freaking new. Like, it looks good.
Wow.
Springs are still good.
You ain't no crazy sleeper.
I don't roll around in my sleep. I'm pretty
All right.
solitary.
Okay.
But
cool.
Stationary. Solitary?
Stationary.
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 Yeah,
and solitary.
He be playing solitary when he's asleep.
on the couch, yeah. Just,
Yeah.
But well,
You crazy sleeper? Nah, just solitary.
solitaire. I just play with cards in my sleep.
Yeah, just solitaire.
I made a YouTube video that I haven't posted
Okay.
on
Like-
Bible stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like Bible study stuff, so that's cool. I think that's about it for my week.
Yeah, man. So like, you had a very.
Oh, I played
cool-
video games with AJ and Babbler.
Yeah.
I love
Solid.
them. It took us 2 days to do that mission. I'm
Yeah,
so
it took
glad
us 2
it's done,
days to
though.
go ahead and do that. The Equilibrium dungeon.
Yeah, that is no joke, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was cool. I mean, still, I mean, like, you. So remember before when I was talking about how I get so fucking frustrated at myself whenever certain things, so during that, I was getting frustrated at, like, it was fine because early on you understand just the difficulty of it. You're trying to do what you can. We're learning kind of like as we go along, and then you you and Babbler went ahead and watched videos, tried to go ahead and see how to go about this final boss and stuff, and so like, okay, cool. So they're explaining everything. I'm like, okay, we get the gist of it. Again, we're understanding as we go, and we got it. So now it's just about getting it done, right? And then even just the smallest shit, like falling off a platform or getting pushed off a platform,
It's a
or
chain
freaking
effect.
whatever it is. And next thing you
100%
know,
chain effect.
I'm like, damn it, dude. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Like,
Not gonna lie, we all
so it was like,
left Saturday night quite frustrated.
but here's the thing though, is like, we're trying, right? And this is a difficult kind of like, final boss part of that dungeon. And I didn't want them to have to worry about reviving me over the smallest and dumbest thing. So that's kind of what it was, because we already know what the objective was, and so whenever
That's
it's
totally
like,
me too.
whenever it's like I'm en route to go ahead and do something, or I know that Zach's heading somewhere, or he's freaking jumping up to a platform,
Parkouring
whatever,
up to the top.
and all of a
yeah.
sudden I fall off a platform. I'm just like, like
All I
oh
hear
my
is, dude,
God, dude.
This is one thing that I will always love about Destiny is you will hear one of your friends say some sort of swear word, and then all you hear is Guardian down.
Yeah.
You're like, ah!
Yeah.
I
And
got
then it's
you,
just one of
bro.
those things where I'm just like, I'll tell him, like, no, just go do what you're doing. Go.
Yeah.
But it's a 45-second respawn timer if you don't pick them up.
Yeah.
And 45 seconds is a long
Oh, it is, yeah.
time.
Yeah. And then also, if
That's why I was like,
all three,
AJ revived me.
if all three of us go down, then we have to start at the checkpoint, and it's like, oh my God.
the whole interaction starts again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
man.
And that's what I mean by the checkpoint. It's the start of the final boss.
Like you have
And
to
I will
go
admit,
through the
they are
animation.
at a point where my light actually did have an effect. I was noticing that I wasn't killing things as fast as I know I should be able to, and
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, this could be a lot easier. That's why I need to get my light up. I 100% need to start like doing my solo missions and stuff and getting my light up.
But like Zach said, the next day we went ahead.
Killed that
and
shit. We killed that
It was
shit.
all about redemption, and it took us only maybe just a handful of tries, maybe like 3 tries, maybe.
It took us. We had 2 unlucky attempts where it didn't even last long. It was just like genuinely poor luck.
Yeah.
And then the third attempt,
Yeah, just lock in, boom.
Oh.
And next thing you know, we got it done and just felt like, okay,
we all
cool,
did
accomplishment. Boom, let's go.
We all literally were just like,
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Locked
They had to
in.
sit up.
oh man.
All right, I want to go ahead and mention some of our friends in chat. Tish
Yeah, that
says,
was my
"Does it-"
week.
Tish, yeah, so back to the shelf. Tish says, it's a little wonky, but it's got heart. I also want to say...
It does have heart.
Zebra Cakes, the beautiful Zebra Cakes in chat. So for more clarity again on our weekend, she says, AJ bought me a bunch of cool spa stuff and we sat in the bath watching all the bombs blow up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we did that. One of the bath bombs has like these like weird like, we kept calling them like little like herbs and stuff and all that, right?
Oh yeah, they have like, yeah.
And I don't know if that's just more of like if that's like a little like aromatic type thing effect as well. I don't know, but
a lot of it's for aesthetics. Like,
they
oh,
were
look at
all
it
getting
float in the
freaking
bath.
stuck to like the sides of like the tub. And we're like,
They thought it was
okay,
gonna be
whatever.
cutesy and float around, but no, dude.
Were there
Yeah.
any little I know some of them have like little treasures inside the centers.
There was nothing inside it, but I mean,
Those, like, trinkets.
So, yeah, normally those bath bombs, they go ahead and they just like, you know,
They sizzle, float,
they
dissolve.
sizzle and
Yeah.
float, dissolve. This one, place it there and you hear it just go, like that thing goes dense.
like a rock.
Like dense, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we saved it. So
Yeah.
it served its purpose. And what the thing is like it was so dense that like you can use it multiple times, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's sick.
As long as it works.
Yeah, so that was cool. Yeah, we just had a nice little relaxing. Well, I mentioned last week, but yeah, so we did a dinner on Thursday. That was like kind of like our Valentine's dinner. We went to a nice restaurant, and then Saturday we just went to go do lunch, and then went to the dog park, you know, for our Valentine's, just relax and stuff. Friday, yeah, we did a little spa night and stuff, you know, and yeah, so we wanted to go ahead and just kind of relax. And then this weekend, Zebra Kicks, she has her solo art show, and we're
She
excited
sure
for that.
does.
Saturday.
Let's go.
So that's
It's
gonna be a
in
lot of
my
fun.
calendar.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of
Be
fun.
there. I'm so excited.
Yeah, Thomas joined us in chat. What's up? Welcome, Thomas.
Hi.
And Thomas also said playing some Wulong Fallen Dynasty with Jacob. It's been good. Highly recommend checking it out if you can. Is that the same game that you recommended last week? I can't remember. I know it might have been a different game.
No, it was a different one. The other
But
one
it's
was
cool, man.
like,
That's cool. You guys are gaming and stuff.
it's not Noti. It was something else.
Yeah. Zway said, "What's up, Tommy?" He said, "Am I a building?" Yeah, I don't know.
You can
and
be if you want to be, bro.
Zway also says, by the way, guys, what is your favorite Valentine anime? I have one, and I don't know if it's a Valentine anime. Well, you gotta tell us what it is.
I'm just
Well,
gonna
yeah.
call it a romance anime.
Because what do you mean? Yeah, just romance?
So, like, yeah, do you guys have like a little favorite Valentine anime? Something that's kind of like
I'm split between two romance animes. One of them is like I guess they're both pretty mainstream, but one of them is Kaguya-sama Love is War. I think that one's pretty funny and cool. The other one is Your Lie in April. Daggers to the
Yeah.
heart every time.
Romance. I honestly, it's so bad for romance, but it is so real for romance. Nana is one of
That's
those
a solid one.
where, like, just kiss, bro.
Aw,
Just kiss,
one
dog.
Of those, huh? One of those.
I watched that last
And it's like,
year.
why are you dating that person? And why is that person dating that person? And
I watched
why
that
is
last
that
year.
person
I
with that
remember
person?
being very frustrated watching
Yeah.
it, being like,
like, dog, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why do you keep
y'all
going
are
back
all
to that
dating
person?
the wrong people.
I know. Like, why do you keep going back to that person? Why are you going to that grown woman?
Y'all just need to break up and switch partners.
Ooh, Tish said Yuri on Ice and Maid Sama.
Yeah,
I have not
and
seen either of those.
Zway also said, my favorite is "Don't Miss Me, Miss."
It's Mess With Me.
Don't mess with me, Miss Nagatoro.
Oh,
I've seen clips. I have not watched that one myself.
Tish also said, "Ooh, the little surprises. I have a bunch of bath bombs, but no tub. I put them in my sink when I'm sad for some sizzle."
yeah, I get what you mean. I have like these little like bath whatever, and I'm like, well, we don't really use our bathtub, but we use it for the dogs.
Yeah.
Like, that's not really like a taking bathtub.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Me and
a dog tub.
Zebra Kicks were watching this past weekend. And I realized that I never watched those movies. I only watched the first ones that they came out with, but the the X-Men films, right? The X-Men movies. So the last one that I saw that I remember was X-Men Last Stand, which was the third one that they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then they did an X-Men Days of Future Past after they did like the, you know, the kind of like origins where they had,
Right.
you know, James McAvoy and they had Michael Fassbender. And I remember I saw those ones too. But I didn't see Days of Future Past.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen Apocalypse. And there's
haven't seen
also Dark Phoenix.
I have not.
I have
So-
not seen.
I haven't
I didn't
seen.
even
We
know
still
that was
haven't
the
seen.
X-Men
We still haven't seen Apocalypse, and we still haven't seen Dark Phoenix. But I actually, Ronnie might have seen Dark Phoenix one. But anyways, point being is that we watched Days of Future Past. We watched Last Stand, and Last Stand was kind of a cool, like, you know, you know, the movie where, you know, obviously Jean Grey again, she goes crazy, this and that. But of course, it's like a lot of people remember the movie for fucking Juggernaut. You know, where it's like,
I
oh,
don't think I've seen
Juggernaut,
that one.
bitch.
Yeah.
Right. And
Oh, yeah.
also there's an annoying Iceman in it who, like, he's supposed to be in a relationship with Rogue, but then for whatever reason, this is before Elliot Page was Elliot Page, and so he's just like constantly always trying to hang out, touch, whatever, be very flirty with Ellen Page's character Kitty. And we're like, what the fuck are you doing, Iceman? It
Yeah.
was so annoying to go ahead and watch. And I don't understand the purpose of it because
I
at the
hate
end,
that.
it's all
like
about this
something
cure.
so
It's all
unnecessary
about
that
this,
just.
Yeah.
it's all about this cure that, you know, the humans want to give mutants. So, like, they have these injections that they go ahead and they cure them with, remove their powers and this and that. And so Rogue, of course, she's like, well, I want to touch you. I want to be able to go ahead and have a, you know, this kind of other level of our relationship. And so she wants to go get the cure anyways. While she's like trying to think about this fucking, you know, idiot. He's out there going ice skating that he's creating ice with over with freaking, you know, Kitty and this and that and stuff. And we're like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
You're,
Right, anyways.
you're missing the plot.
So,
Yeah.
you know, watching those movies is kind of like interesting because, you know, you get to see at least for me, like, I remember watching the OG ones and stuff like that. So it's cool to go ahead and see, you know, freaking, you know, Magneto, right? And I know they're going to be bringing him back. So I wanted to watch them because I didn't know if that's something that, you know, if they're going to go ahead and maybe mention or
Reference
something, you
it.
know, or whatever the case is, or if
Yeah.
it's something that's going to, I don't know, like, I just wanted to go
Yeah.
ahead and watch it again, right?
I should watch this. I think the last one I
then-
saw was literally First Class.
Yeah, First Class. So, I mean,
That
yeah.
was like the last thing X-Men.
Wow,
I've seen.
really?
Yeah.
But then, but you watched Deadpool Wolverine, right?
I haven't.
Yeah. So Deadpool Wolverine,
Oh,
definitely
okay.
watch that one before
What
you
are
watch.
those, Amazon?
That's just on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus?
Oh,
They're-
duh.
they're all on
Duh,
Disney
it's
Plus.
Disney.
Yeah.
Duh, it's Marvel.
They own
So,
everything.
and then watching Days of Future Past was actually pretty cool because that's when they combined, you know, like the younger X-Men with the OG ones and stuff, you know. So anyway, that was cool.
Yeah, I think Days of Future Past was the last one I watched.
Yeah. So I
I
mean,
need to have a X-Men marathon.
Days of
An
Future
X-Men
Past, I think
marathon.
it was actually like around 2.5 hours. Yeah. But like Last Stand was like an hour 45, so that's kind of just like, you know, cool watch. But yeah, we were watching that this past weekend. So something like
Cool.
that. And we started just for a little like rot show in the background, we started throwing on The Simpsons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, that's something I was just thinking about. And Zebra Cake says, hey, I was swimming around that tub.
Yeah.
He said, I just stopped because one day I saw a spider and got scared. Oh,
That's so funny.
yeah. So he's asking if you guys want to watch Titanic 2.
He said Titanic 2 is a
Yeah,
ripoff,
it's a
by the way.
ripoff, by the way. Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, I didn't know they're having a Titanic 2.
One. So there's another
Is it
ship going down, or
is it-
I know.
I don't know because technically, I mean, I don't know. This is terrible because I mean, unfortunately, it costs lives. But like, isn't kind of like the Titanic submersible? Like, isn't that the one kind of like that was recently just?
Oh, the submarine?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was also, wasn't that also called the Titanic? The Titanic 2? Isn't that what that
That's what I'm
submarine was
wondering
called?
of.
Pretty sure that's what it was called, the
Yeah.
Titanic 2. And look what
Yeah,
happened.
because obviously they're going down there to go ahead and see the wreckage of the.
They went down there and they got
Titanic,
obliterated.
so, yeah.
Well,
So I mean.
I have no words.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But to name it after something that already failed. No thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Ocean Gate. Ocean Gate with the
Yeah,
CEOs. That's what
yeah,
it is,
that's what it
Ocean
was.
Gate.
I love my GameCube controller driving
Yeah.
me down to the depths of the ocean.
I know, literally
Cutting
using
corners,
Bro was
man.
literally trying to play Subnautica in
Trying to
real
go ahead and
life.
save a few bucks.
These CEOs just going down.
Yeah.
in the submarine.
They also says
Why?
the weather in Australia is like the upside down from Stranger Things. Interesting.
I have to ask those
you and
Aussies from
Aussie.
Nashville about that.
Yeah. But also, too, that's such a very specific way of describing it because it's like we only see the upside down. We don't necessarily know what the upside down feels like. You know?
I'm assuming very dusty and muggy.
No, that sounds horrible.
Muggy is probably the word I would go ahead and describe.
Yeah.
Humid dust.
Yeah. Zway also wants to know from Zebra Cakes what type of spider. Yeah.
I don't think she knows.
We usually get like these like little like garden spiders and just find their way over
Yeah.
it. And for whatever reason, yeah, she always sees them. I don't know.
She's so quick
Yeah,
to point them out.
A
A little garden spider compared to these like other locations kind of spiders.
Like a wolf spider.
Yeah,
Like
Luca recently had a
spider.
yeah,
Yeah.
Luca recently had a huntsman. In his, it was
Hell no.
thankfully
Gotta burn the whole apartment down.
Yeah, it was thankfully only about like palm sized. It wasn't giant yet, but that's still huge.
Oh yeah, only palm size.
Yeah, it was only palms. Well, yeah, guys, you know what huntsman
Now,
spiders are? They can literally
his palm or your palm?
my palm, not his
Okay.
palm. His palm, that's
There's
a problem.
difference there.
That's a problem.
Oh man.
But so he was like, nope, and he slept out on the couch that night.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going into my
Don't blame
room
him.
because it
Poor
was
guy.
on his closet.
Yeah.
I also remembered I had like a guys Valentine's thing with some of the guys from the church, and we had a Mario Kart tournament on the new Mario Kart game. First time playing it, cool. I got first, baby. I won that.
Nice.
I played the penguin. It was cute. They all doubted me, and then I got stomped in Smash Bros. It was a terrible
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. I'm not very good at those games, but they're fun. Zebra Cakes responded to
Big-
Zoe's question. Says, black jump scare, medium thick spider.
Yeah.
There you go.
Medium
It says,
thick.
I always see lizards. What type? Big and gross.
Oh. Lizards are kind of cool though.
I like iguanas.
They just be like slapping the floor,
I like
running
the
around.
ones that run on water with their back feet.
Yeah.
All right. Lex? That was fun.
I got drenched today at work.
You got drenched today at work.
Yeah,
Wow.
like
Rain?
actually drenched. Yeah, it's been raining a lot. It
Yeah.
rained a lot today, and even just like it really picked up. I mean, I don't really know when for sure it picked up because it was raining all day because we had the kids inside. But right after lunch, you know, the walk from the parking lot to the library was literally felt like I was in a storm. Like the rain is going this way.
Oh, it was so
and it was windy
today.
and everything, and I'm on the like blacktop, so it just looks like there's like because there's a bunch of puddles. It just looks like the waves are just being blown up, and then I have to go catch the teachers because they're taking them to the wrong building, and I'm like, okay, I'll go do it, and I'm like, I literally come back and my green pants are now like a nice, like they were like a khaki green. I came back and they were like a dark wet-
forest green?
Yeah, dark forest green.
Went from-
I was drenched.
From like grass to pine real quick.
Actually, yeah. And yeah, I was drenched. It was horrible. But
You know what makes me think of real quick is so Zebra Cakes' sister, who she did acting, and she was talking about the scene that she was doing. It was like the kind of the typical standing on the curb, driving by with the puddle.
Yeah, and you get-
So she said that they had to do multiple takes of that, right?
oh,
and
Lord.
of course they're using like a bucket, and there's like ready and action. Just bucket and just.
And he
Right.
just needs to. Oh,
So she said that she just it was absolutely just
oh my
drenched,
God.
just filming and stuff like that,
sounds
whatever.
horrible.
But they had to stop filming because of the rain.
Oh.
Go figure. So
Yeah.
So they're gonna go ahead and
That's funny.
go back to filming over on Sunday.
We'll catch you on a sunnier day.
Yeah.
That's where we
We'll
go
drench
ahead
you
and-
again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but don't worry. We're still gonna pour a bucket of water on you.
Bring your raincoat anyways.
And I still had kids that were there in shorts and a tank top that were like, I'm not cold. I'm like,
Yeah.
go get a sweater. What do you mean? You're lying. You are
Do
cold.
kids still love the rain?
Yeah. They
I was gonna
love
say,
the
'cause
rain.
I don't know if kids really if they love being outside.
They love the rain. I have some kids that are like, I have to constantly be like, do not jump in puddles.
I remember when I was younger, because I, basketball was like a big part of my life growing up. So
Right.
like, I loved playing out over in the driveway, and even when it was raining, I still was like, oh man, like, it was fun to go ahead and be outside when it's raining. And
Yeah,
just,
it was like
hooping and
crispy.
stuff,
Nice
whatever.
crispy air.
And like, yeah, it just, I don't
it's
know
not
if
too
kids
windy,
do
it's
that
fine.
anymore.
Football in the
Yeah.
rain was like the best.
Football in the
thing
rain was
going
fun.
on.
You have
totally
a
do.
group of friends and stuff. You're just out there. Yeah, I mean,
You just
Yeah, they totally do.
a bunch of dumb boys running into each other, getting covered in mud.
yeah.
I literally had some girls that were like, Miss Lexy, we had our soccer
What does this
we had our
mean?
soccer game in the
Read Tish's freaking. What she says.
Feeling
They're
the rain.
getting their what?
they're getting their Natasha Bedingfield on,
does
feeling
that
the rain
mean?
on their skin. Doesn't she sings that song, Feel the Rain on Your Skin.
I didn't know. I was like, what the hell? They're getting
funny.
the Natasha.
But yeah, kids totally do. I
Yeah,
had girls that
many
were
days are
like,
different.
we had a soccer game in the rain.
Yeah.
And they like had the time of their life.
Yeah, that's
Kids
cool.
totally do that.
Yeah.
But
Slide tackling in the rain.
for
Can't be beat.
Valentine's, one of the benefits, one of the only benefits about being long distance and how Luca's in the future is that we get 2
Yeah.
Valentine's days. So Valentine's Day for him was Friday for us. Valentine's Day for me is Sunday for him. So we had 2 Valentine's Days, and it was so cute. I got all dolled up and I got all ready for our virtual little date. We like ate our meals, my dinner and his lunch
Yeah.
together, or my dinner, his breakfast,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, it's probably breakfast, huh?
Yeah. And I stayed up so late for him on Saturday night because I was like, no, we're going to hang out. We're going to hang out for so long that like Luca even was like, wow, babe, it's 7 p.m. my time and I'm still talking to you. It was 3 a.m.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, and I eventually started knocking out because he was like, do you want to watch me play the new High on Life game? It just came out. And because he played the first one, the second one just came out. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll watch. And I'm like, so I woke up in like the Discord. I was still in the Discord because he streamed it. But it was so much fun. And something that we did on Saturday was Luca had never seen Sinners before.
Okay.
And
wow.
I love that movie. I was just
Yeah.
talking about it with Marco
Just
today.
broke records and stuff, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most Oscar nominated movie
Yeah.
in history. And yeah, it's
Solid
broken
movie.
records for like first like women of color cinematographer getting an Oscar and stuff. And it's just been really awesome.
Yeah.
And I love that movie so much. The music, the concept, the acting, the horror angst of it. Anyways,
Yep.
I was like, Luca, you got to watch this. Like the music is so good. You have to watch this. And he was like, okay, sure. We're watching it. And you know how it starts very strong, you know? It starts
Yeah.
off with
Yeah, it starts off where he's
Sammy,
literally like walking
yeah.
over to the farm and you're like,
Yeah,
what
it
the fuck
starts off
happened there?
very strong.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, starts getting little clips of like, you know, the end, the big climax, the
Yeah.
ending, you know, the Sammy, you know? And Luca looks at me and he goes, or he looks, you know, at the FaceTime, but he looks at me and he goes, is this a horror movie? Luca does not like horror at all. He's not a
damn.
horror fan. And I was like, yeah, but it's not scary. There's only like 1 or 2 jump scares. It's really not
Yeah.
scary. And he was like, okay. And we're watching, and like whenever like it would start to swell up, he'd be like, can you let me know if something's about to happen?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, sure thing, babe.
Hey,
I
no,
got
I'm
you.
the same way though. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
the suspense when it builds and you're anticipating it, I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
I fucking
I remember
hate
when we
it.
watched it in the theaters, and you know when she's walking around the corner, she's like, Bert, Bert.
Yeah.
And obviously, whatever. Like, I remember watching it in the theaters and being like,
Yeah.
like half looking at the screen, half not.
Yeah.
So, like, watching it back, obviously, I know it's going to happen, so I'm fine. But Luca was like,
Well, that's right. That's the reason why I didn't watch it in theaters. 'Cause I know that Zebra Kicks wanted to go ahead and watch it, and I was like, I don't know if I could go ahead and deal with the
Mm-hmm. yeah.
suspense and stuff.
It's
you
literally
know?
just like the snake.
It's like
That's it. That's the
I
only jump
hate it
scare.
when movies they build up the suspense to make it seem like
But it really
something's gonna
wasn't a
happen.
scary movie.
Nothing happens, and just when you're kind of like, oh, fuck, what the, and then they get you. You know.
I know.
They wait for you
The
to go
delayed
ahead and like,
payoff.
yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
gets me. I hate movies that are purely suspense.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is way too anxiety inducing for
Yeah,
me.
Tish even says, I can't do horror movies at all. It makes me feel so anxious and all sweaty. Hey,
Yeah, it
yo,
makes
we
me
got Drub in
anxious.
chat. What's up,
Hi,
Drub?
Drub.
What's up, Drub?
But I had Luca watch it. And what's funny is halfway through,
Yeah.
we paused it because all of our friends were on Overwatch at the same time.
Oh,
I
really?
mean, most of our friends, because it's Valentine's Day and most of
Yeah.
our friends are single. So they're like, it's gaming night! So, because they're all
Singles
free.
Awareness Day!
Because they're all free. And we were like, oh my God, everyone's online right now. And we paused it like right when Haley Seinfeld's character, Mary, walks out to like go like check them out and see.
I
And it was
honestly,
right before.
Nah.
I honestly, I love that song that they're singing outside.
I I was just talking about that with Marco. We were like, dude, that makes me click my heels. Like, I'm like,
Irish vampires, get down.
Dude, I
Yeah.
have that
I'm
song
like, this white people
saved
music
over
kinda
just
good.
like on
This
a
is
little
good.
like sentimental feels type playlist that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about it with Marco today because I was just listening to my favorite song from that movie on the drive home today from work. But anyways, we stopped halfway and he was like, is this a good place to stop? Because like, when are all of our friends ever online? Ever? And we were like, or I was like,
Now you know on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, pause it. We got to hop
Subject to
on.
change.
Yeah. And we had such a fun gaming sesh. And then we watched the other half. And even halfway through, Luca was like, it's really good. I really like it so far. And I was like, oh, good. And we were watching, we finished watching it. And he was like, that was really good. And even when we talked about it today with Marco, like, he was like, that was amazing.
Dude, 15 minutes in, I was in the theater and I was like, this movie's gonna get so many fucking nominations.
Yeah.
I could tell 15 minutes, even after the opening was like, I was like, oh, fuck. I'm invested already.
I know.
It's been 5 minutes, I'm invested.
Like, even like whenever the scenes like swelled up, the aspect ratio would change in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because they filmed it with 2 different cameras.
The cinematography
That's so cool.
was so well done.
And the music and just like the way that it ties in with culture.
It goes without saying too, but like years from now, right? When they talk about certain movies from certain eras, like Sinners is gonna be one of those movies.
Oh,
Totally.
Sinners is like easy top 5 movies first quarter of the 2000s.
Like most like impactful like horror
for this
movies.
century, yeah. Probably
Yeah.
like top 5.
It's really good.
I could see it in the top 10 movies of the century.
So
Like, I think it's genuinely.
This is
like,
not a paid ad, but if you haven't seen Sinners, go watch it.
Go support Michael B. Jordan
It's on
and all
HBO
the other actors.
Max.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely check it
Oh
out.
man,
They're all so good on it.
And also too, I mean, we described it as like, you know, a horror movie and stuff, and like talk about jump scare. It
just
really
because
doesn't really have all of that.
It's about
just,
vampires.
Yeah.
Which is also something that Luke and I were talking about. We were like,
Oh, it says, "Where's Bobby?" I know this is his jam. I don't know where Bobby is.
I know. Same thing with Marco.
Bobby.
Can
Marco, where you
summon
at?
Bobby?
Bobby,
Can
where you
summon
at?
Like you did with
like with Josh last week.
I know.
Bobby, I summon thee.
Yeah.
Sinners, 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 sinners.
And
Yeah.
like, even though it's about vampires, like, and it's, you know, when things are about vampires, it could be really tacky. Like,
Yeah.
it could be really hard to take that seriously and really get an impact from that. But, and they were doing it traditionally too, like the traditional, you know, garlic and sunlight and
Silver.
metal steak and silver,
yeah.
and they can't come in if they're not invited.
Yeah.
You know, if they're not invited in.
Oh, dude, I loved watching the conversations when they're just standing.
Yeah.
And he's like, "So you gonna let me in, or what's up, bro?"
Cornbread's like, we're supposed to be being kind to one another. And then that's why he had to be like, okay, give me my money. That's why he held his hand like right here.
Because he couldn't stick his hand through the door.
So that they could come into his outside. But anyways, yeah, it's still really good. Like for a movie about vampires, it's still so impactful.
Yeah, because
So-
vampires, zombies, been there, done that.
Yeah,
Right. So
you know,
it takes
it's
real like
oversaturated.
originality and stuff, you know. And so it's cool when you have like a story that kind of like makes you feel like you're watching something so different.
Yeah, it's really good.
What makes it different from just like a vampire movie too is I would argue the vampires aren't even like the main like focal point.
Yeah.
It's the spiritual aspect of music.
Yes. Yeah.
They're summoned by the music. Like
Yeah.
the music gets them. They're like, oh,
Yeah. That's the only reason
the
why the
power
vampires
of
are there.
Travis Scott's having another
Yeah.
concert. Let's
That's the
go.
only reason why they came after Sammy's, because
Yeah.
his music is
was
just
too damn
so
powerful.
impactful, so powerful.
dude. That's some soul
That song
right
is
there.
up for track of the year for the Oscars, and it's up against Golden by Huntrix.
Oh, hey, that's another movie that
I know.
like.
We were talking about it, and we are like, I think Golden's gonna get it, because they honestly did seal the honeymoon of the world for a minute there when it was going crazy.
It's
But
also
it's
like,
also like you can't compare apples to oranges.
yeah. The thing is like one of them
Those are
has
two
one of them
totally
is
different
made for
vibes.
kids and one of them is made for adults. Like
Yeah.
when you add the whole aspect of kids to it,
Yeah.
that just is a whole social media is a
It is a
whole
little
other
different.
player now.
Yeah. But and also for my week, I opened up a Depop, and I opened it up like 2 days ago, and I've already sold like 4 things. So
Oh, that's
I'm
sick.
trying to clear out my closet, y'all. Go and buy my stuff. I have a bunch of old like grungy stuff
You're
that I
looking for
don't wear
something that
anymore.
was worn by Lex.
Yeah, you looking for something that was worn by me? Go on my Depop.
Here you go. Where can they find it?
It's at Lexamundos. I think it's literally just type in Lexamundos anywhere. It's gonna be me.
Oh, very cool.
But yeah, go into my Depop.
Nice.
And on Sunday, we watched Sweeney Todd in theater.
Yeah, we did.
And for those of you who don't know, Sweeney Todd is like my super nostalgic like favorite movie. Like I would rent it out every time we would go to the movie rentals. I would rent it out every time, like every week. And I think I know that entire movie, an entire like song word for word. I think I could recite that movie by heart.
The movie has so many good actors too.
It's a good old Tim Burton classic with Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, Alan Rickman, Jamie Campbell Bower, Vecna.
Yep.
Which is crazy because I literally haven't seen and Borat's in it.
Yeah.
I literally hadn't seen Jamie Campbell Bower in anything except for Vecna and Anthony in Sweeney Todd. But and Vecna. I'm right there with you, Tish. But we watched it in theater, like musical theater,
Yeah,
you know?
just a local theater, and Zebra Cakes with us, Mom went with us, and our sister.
And Nathan.
And Nathan, they, we all, so when you buy the tickets, you're essentially buying it per row, right? And so like certain sections over
you can't like
theater,
pick the seat number.
Yeah, so we were in the same row, but like me and Zebra Cakes were on one side.
Yeah.
You know, you and Mom.
They were like on the other side of like the sound, the sound technician.
Yeah. So we didn't get to go ahead and sit with each other, but still, it was cool that we were able to go ahead and watch that over in kind of local theater. Zebra Cakes didn't know what to expect. She's like, so is this gonna be like some sort of like almost like high school type of production or whatever? And I'm like, I wouldn't quite say that. Otherwise, you'll see. Yeah. And it was well done. I mean, it was really cool.
The sets were so well made, though. The sets and the...
Mrs. Lovitz carried, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Mrs. Lovett's character carried for me because I know, obviously, they're not gonna base it off of the Tim Burton movie, but that's what we are fans of.
The movie is way more like emo type, right? It's way more just like...
It's a lot more angsty, quiet, very dingy, dark London.
So in the theater...
Not comedic, at all.
In the theater, you're looking for reactions. You're looking for... So, of course, they're going to go ahead and add some comedy flair to it. They're going to add, you know, just... They want the crowd to
obviously, it was more theatrical.
Yeah, so...
and they were a lot more comedy than I would have liked, but...
There were certain parts where the comedy for me didn't land. It took away from kind of like a certain character or whatever, or it took away from a certain moment. But there's times too where like we're talking about Mrs. Lovitz, Playboy in the movie Helena Bonham Carter, but the actor who portrayed her over in that theater, that
she did an amazing job.
Show. She did phenomenal. Like her vocal range wasn't as strong as Helena Bonham Carter, but her own flair to it, the way she was able to just riff, the way she was able to go ahead and timing, the way she was able to go ahead and add comedy, the way she like her mannerisms and like her kind of kookiness and this and that and stuff, you know, like she carried, like she did an awesome job, right? And like even with the actor who played Sweeney, there's times where I felt like he just was way too...
He did a good job. It's just...
I don't know.
Johnny Depp's character in the Tim Burton movie is definitely a lot more monotone. Is not so theatrical, not so
He sounded like a Hemsworth brother up there.
Yeah, he totally did.
Yeah, so...
He kind of gave a news anchor voice vibes.
Yeah.
And that is not the dark, dingy, melodrama Johnny Depp voice that I was looking for.
Yeah. Zebra Cake says, but also it's like different directors and different venues have their own artistic take. That's always the fun part to appreciate, but I can see if you're really into that, it can be disappointing. Yeah, but that's also because like
they all did a great job.
The movie
I was so happy to be there.
Times,
yeah,
right?
I subjected you guys to that movie so many times.
So there were specific moments where it was like, okay, you know, like it's so powerful and impactful a certain way. But then when they're adding a little bit of comedy flair, it's like, okay, you know, it wasn't terrible at all.
It was more of an experience than it was a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah. But it's still, I mean, the actors are all crazy talented. I mean, they all have incredible voices, incredible range. You know, another weird thing for me was that in the movie, what do they call him? The Beetle?
Yeah, the Beetle.
Yeah, the Beetle.
Beetle Banford.
Yeah, there you go, Beetle Banford. He's kind of like this short, kind of like, you know.
He's played by
I remember him in Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's the guy in Harry Potter
He's like the
that
rat
turned
or
into a
whatever.
rat.
Yeah. But anyway, so he's like shorter,
his
right?
name, guys?
And then,
Do you remember his name?
And then the judge, right? Judge Turpin is like tall, and he has like this like
Yeah, Johnny Depp is
This-
also Captain Jack Sparrow.
kind of control the room type energy, right? All the Alan Rickman, right?
Yeah.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace. But then in the show, the Beetle was taller than the judge, and the judge just
Yeah.
seemed like some like kind
It
of
was just-
kooky old man, just like, hey,
Yeah.
where is my good whatever, you know? And it's kind of like,
Yeah.
like even when they're singing, you know, Pretty Women, and then you know there's a moment where in the they're going back and forth, and Alan Rickman is just like,
Yeah.
like singing along. This guy was like, and it was kind of like.
It was
Fuck,
definitely
like,
more of a
This goofy ass
original-
old man is supposed to be like the villain of.
Yeah.
I guess it's all subjective too, because in the end, Sweeney Todd is really like the.
Yeah.
villain,
The way
right?
you're describing the judge from the theatrical version reminds me of Victor's dad from Corpse Bride.
Oh shit, Victor's dad.
He's like that.
Yeah, I know.
short,
Oh, yeah.
like, he struggles to smile.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just how I envision
Victoria's
it.
dad.
Yeah. Is that Victoria's dad?
Oh, he's the short one.
The
Yeah.
short one.
Victoria's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe, but
But more
that was way-
comical.
but that was way
Another
more, he's
Tim
way more
Burton
serious.
movie.
Yeah. No, but
And this one.
that's how I visually see him, but more comical.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta say though, the Beetle had a voice. He had
He
a
did.
set of pipes.
You hear when he was like he had that high notes.
he could hit those high. Like when they would harmonize,
Yeah.
when he would harmonize with someone else, he was that high note. I'm like,
Yeah.
no way, this dude is playing the Beetle.
Yeah.
because he's out here like, ha! I'm like, dude, you should be in the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
You are amazing.
Hey, Zebra Cake says the theater needs to switch out the Todd and replace him with another man. yeah, the Todd was kind of just like, but I will say though that my
It's
favorite,
just not what we're used to. It's
my
definitely more of an
favorite scene-
original theater interpretation.
My favorite scene though was the Signor Torelli.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
Senor Pirelli.
the Pirelli, yeah, the Signor Pirelli. Yeah, the Pirelli scene where you know they had the challenge in the back and forth with Sweeney, this and that, and that was so well
Did a
done.
good
That
job.
actor, he did a
Because
freaking
that
crazy
part
job.
is kind of comedic in the
Yeah,
movie.
and also too, he's like they're seeing it so fast, and he did like
Yeah.
there was no mess ups at all. He would like that actor.
I wish I
killed
don't
it.
know. Do I have a nerve to say?
Yeah.
My elixir is piss.
Yeah.
Who says
So
this?
that was, anyways, yeah. So that was a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Had a great time.
I was there like so locked in. Like I don't think I took my eyes off once. Like maybe like once or twice to like
Yeah.
react with mom and be like, oh my gosh, she's so flexible, you know, or whatever. But I was so locked in and I was there like, I was like
Yeah,
they're saying the
you're-
lines with
yeah.
them. I was so zoned in.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I should be up there.
It was cool though. I mean, talking about jump scares. There were even a few moments where I kind of am like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because they had a live orchestra and it literally sounded like they had a rubber glove and they just like rubbed it on some violin strings sometimes.
Oh.
Like there'd be times where they would, there was some blood
Even the
that they did.
freaking the loud freaking high pitched scream.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Yeah,
they would go ahead and it'd be like the freaking whatever, and like
It
to go
literally-
indicate
that's
whenever
literally what it
anybody's
sounded
like. I don't know. It was crazy.
They did have some blood though. Obviously not as much as the Tim Burton version.
Yeah.
He wanted to go overboard with that one there. But yeah, it was so much fun actually. I had a great week, guys. Awesome week.
Zoe says, "Isn't Johnny Depp the actor for the Pirates of the Caribbean?" That would be correct. Yeah.
Yep. That is Captain
It's
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
And supposedly he's coming back and reprising his role. There's another Pirates of the Caribbean
Wait, is that-
coming out.
Really?
Yeah.
He's reprising his role. I thought they were
Yeah.
like doing like a reboot.
They are, but they're including they're bringing back Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's reprising his role.
Actually, I know he's gonna be Scrooge.
So is it like he's
Yeah, he's gonna be Scrooge.
He's moving, passing the chalice on to the next
I
Pirate
guess,
King.
Maybe. I don't know, but I know Johnny Depp's going to be in it, and that's all I care about.
That's Disney's Pirate King right there.
Obviously, Luca's excited for it because Pirates of the Caribbean, also really funny that Luca and I's favorite movies both have Johnny Depp in it, but Luca's favorite movies
a Pirates
is Pirates of the Caribbean.
franchise
That's his
guy.
favorite, and favorite soundtrack, Pirates of the
Really?
Caribbean.
Okay.
He actually convinced his orchestra teacher to play it for their one of their shows because he was first chair in cello, and she was like, "Luca, what do you want us to play? I don't have any ideas." And he's like, "I have an idea." So they played. So he was out there in the front doing his,
There
doing
you
his
go.
thing.
Two kindred spirits. I know that if you had a choice,
If
you would
I
be
was an
suggesting
orchestra?
a different
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Of course.
Like you said.
Yeah.
Good job.
Be like, can we do a little priest? Can we do the final scene?
Yeah. Yeah. So that was fun. Very cool. The theme song is fire.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one.
Good shit. All right, guys. Well, I think we should go ahead and prepare to jump into the episode.
Yes.
What do you guys think?
The episode.
Okay, guys, this is
danke.
gonna be episode 15 of season 4, Soul Salvation Part 3 of our episode breakdown and discussion. Spoiler warning to all of our friends who are not caught up, and I know that does not apply to Zebra Cakes anymore.
Nope.
That is
Good
right.
job. So proud of you, girl. Give her a cookie. Give her flowers.
Beautiful. Yeah, so pretty much as we talked about, it was young Zeke's story about how he's being told different information from obviously his father and from his mother, Grisha and Dinah.
Yeah.
And then obviously, you know, there's the history that's being taught from the kind of the Marley side from his grandparents, but then also he comes across Mr. Ksaver. So there's a lot of different influences that's taking place over in young Zeke's life right now, and he's trying to go ahead and fulfill the dream that his father wants for him, and
being
and
used
then
to
you know
school.
Ksaver comes around and say, well, I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, actually, it's kind of a good thing that you don't become a warrior, right? Because I mean, that means you don't get to die in war. You don't get to kill, you know, a bunch of, you know, different
He's like, oh, why would you
foreign,
want
you know,
to do
nations
this?
and stuff or whatever, right?
Coming from a Titan user myself, why would you want to fight for the people that literally see you as vermin?
And what's crazy is that we go ahead and we learn more about kind of like these, like, role model father figure type figures over in Zeke's life. With obviously he has his father that he so desperately wants to just go ahead and have a connection with. He wants to be able to go ahead and just be like, just play outside, you know. It's just let's go ahead and throw the ball around. Let's kick the ball to each other. Let's go ahead and let's hang out. I just want to, you know, just hang out with you.
Healthy relationship with his father.
But then he finds that in Ksaver, and then Ksaver goes out there and actually gets to know Zeke, wants to understand Zeke more, right? Learns about kind of like what Zeke is aspiring to go ahead and become, or why he needs to do certain things. So we're also going to learn as to why Ksaver is taking a specific interest in Zeke in this episode.
Yeah. Good stuff, guys.
So we're going to go and we're learning about that, and you know, we also see that like Grisha's so dead set on this mission, and when things aren't going according to plan, specifically about his, you know, his son Zeke, that, you know, Grisha is like hands on shoulder, like telling him like, you need to do this. You're our son. Like
you have to. You have no other option.
Yeah, you know, and so it's one of those things where it's like, you know, Zeke decides to show up after Magath essentially fucking grills the hell out of him in front of the rest of the volunteers, and but he's back because
not about the amount of times you fall, it's about the amount of times you get up.
There you go. But he's trying to go ahead and show Marley his loyalties, right? And you know, he's again trying to fulfill this mission that isn't necessarily his mission. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and kind of continue on. But one thing I did, I went back because I wanted to go ahead and read it again because I thought it was really powerful. And we talked about Ksaver and his character, about how he is his character that seems more genuine and seems just more transparent. You know, he's not like bullshitting, he's not hiding, he's not trying to go ahead and be this very like strong soldier. He's just like this, you know, kind of like researcher that has his own motivations. We're gonna learn more about that as well. But what he says to Zeke at the end of what we covered last week, I want to go ahead and mention it again. He asked Zeke, or I should say Zeke asks Ksaver, why did you become a warrior? Right? And that's to go what they talked about early on. And if you guys want to learn more about that, then go ahead and go back to what we talked about, to go back to the stream last week. But I like I said, I wanted to go ahead and repeat this. Ksaver explains, because I wanted to find out the secrets of the Titans. Like I told you, I was a researcher. Right? It's a mystery. They say it all started when the founder Ymir touched an unknown something. I wanted to look back 2,000 years and see what it was. Enough that I was willing to shorten my life for the chance to look through Titan memories. And to be honest with you, that's why I'm useless when it comes to fighting. It's just, compared to the mysteries of Titans, hatred, and war, they all seem awfully trivial. So yeah, I don't think we're weak as much as we're just disinclined to play war with the rest of them. We're both decent people, a real rarity in this world.
That's
again,
the thing, dude.
That's some strong stuff right there.
When they're put in an environment that makes them feel like what they're naturally feeling is deemed as like unnatural and crazy and then they're gonna be like, wow, like you feel this way too? Like,
yeah.
we are actually, you have to wrangle with the fact that you're like, okay, what we're feeling is actually valid. What we're feeling is normal. It's just that the world that we're in is like, nah.
Break out of the matrix.
Yeah.
You want to kill your enemy. It's like,
Exactly.
I don't want that, dude.
In a lot of ways, we describe kind of like what Marley tries to instill over into the warriors or whatever it is like kind of like brainwashing and stuff, right?
Yeah.
We see here that an actual Titan warrior actually has some sort of like, at least comprehension, right? Again, like he's not trying to go ahead and be something that he's not. He understands it. Like, yeah, I'm a Titan warrior. I'm a beast Titan. Like, I'm literally a beast Titan, but I'm not going to go ahead and kind of just like be fit into a box to be some sort of like person to be used in war.
The tool that they want me to be,
A beast titan without
He's
the
not,
beastly
quote,
nature.
a good soldier.
Yeah.
Good soldiers follow orders.
So we're going to go ahead and continue on. And Zach will be our narrator for the first couple parts. And yeah. Whenever I'm ready, whenever you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Awesome! We continue the episode as we see a young Zeke attending to some chores. Zeke can be seen mopping the floors with a content smile on his face as he tells himself,
"This is for the best. Even if I can't leave the internment zone, I'll still be alive, at least."
Zeke loses his content smile as we can see him wondering about something. Zeke appears to seem concerned about whatever is on his mind. As Zeke walks through the hallways, he overhears a Marleyan security member speaking in another room. "We finally pinned them down! They call themselves the Eldian Restorationists!" Zeke stops in his tracks, surprised. "It's a pretty large group. Apparently it was formed by a traitor called the Owl. Our people are looking into several leads as we speak. It's just a matter of time now. We'll get the proof we need." Zeke can be seen, trembling with fear. We fast forward as now Dinah asks Zeke.
"Zeke, is something wrong?"
The family is gathered at the dining table as Zeke shakes out his worried thoughts. Dinah continues.
"Why aren't you eating your supper?"
Zeke answers nervously.
"My stomach hurts."
Zeke continues to appear nervous as he glances up to look at his father, Grisha. Grisha just stares into the eyes of Zeke, looking unamused and perhaps skeptical. Grisha sighs, causing Zeke to worry about what his father might say. Zeke braces for his father's reaction as Zeke tells his parents,
"I'm sorry, but please stop going out and doing dangerous things."
Both Grisha and Dinah's eyes widen with shock.
"Look, if you get caught, we'll all be sent to the Island of Devils. First, they'll ship us to paradise, and then they'll make us Titans."
Zeke stops as Grisha explains to a young Zeke.
Have you somehow managed to learn nothing from me after all this time? Unless someone takes a stand, our people will be doomed to live pitiful lives trapped in this tiny cage forever.
Dinah too explains.
"Yes, that's right. We're fighting to create a dignified future for Eldian people everywhere, including you, Zeke."
A worried Zeke responds to his parents.
"But would you still say that if you knew that I could end up like Aunt Faye?"
Grisha becomes irate as he pounds his fist on the table.
Damn it, Zeke! You know the only reason Faye isn't alive now is because the world is such a sick and twisted place. We need to fight and fix the world so that no one will ever have to meet her fate again. That's why we're fighting, to restore Eldia's strength. That's why we're determined to win our rights back.
Zeke begins to tear up, struggling with what to believe and who to believe.
All right.
Good, AJ.
So, again,
Grisha is pissed.
we see here, Grisha is dead set on this mission. right?
Alexander Hamilton isn't happy.
Yeah.
Bro literally sounds like Lin-Manuel in this scene for me. I was like, dude, what?
I
He
mean,
kind of does, actually.
He's straight up like,
Damn it, Zeke!
even just like the have you learned nothing from me? I was
Yeah.
like, bro sounds like
Like-
Alexander Hamilton, is that you?
This is very Broadway of you, Grisha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of go ahead and just, start at that point, right? Mm-hmm. So this must have been very difficult for Zeke to even address at the dining table. So in this first portion of the of what we're covering here, right? We can see that there's a lot on Zeke's mind. Yeah. There's a lot that he's like deciphering. There's a lot that he's trying to manage with and deal with. There's also, you can tell he's kind of conflicted because he starts off by saying like this is just for the best. Like, even if I can't leave the internment zone, I'll still be alive at least. That goes along with what we talked about with Ksaver, telling him like, hey, if you don't become a Titan warrior, then that's fine. At least you're not going to go and die in 13 years.
Yeah, you get to live.
So like Zeke there, he's kind of like, we see like he has this content smile on his face. Like he's doing chores. Like that's what he's kind of mentioned now. He's not, he's literally mopping, but he still has a smile on his face.
He was just, and
he's kind of content. He's like, you know what?
This ain't so bad.
I get to live.
All right. And then
this ain't so bad.
But then you see that the smile fades as now it's kind of like he has that, angel and devil, right? Where he has Ksaver right there. He's kind of just like helping him out through this whole process, devil. Right? And then you have like Grisha there.
Bobby on his shoulder.
Got an island devil.
Grisha is like on his shoulder, on his mind.
Yeah.
Like literally wiping the smile off his face and like causing Zeke to like be overthinking and to be concerned and to be worried and to like have like all this kind of like anxiousness and stress and like to be afraid and like all these different.
Gave your kid anxiety.
Like
no, literally.
So it's crazy the difference of what like you have like I described it kind of like as father figures, right? You have your actual father and what that's causing Zeke, right? And then you have this other like mentor type father figure, right? Where we're gonna learn more about that kind of relationship over and what we cover later on in this episode. But he is bringing like actual kind of like peace and he's obviously bringing joy to Zeke's life with being able to actually kind of they're outside playing catch and stuff, just talking, that's what Zeke necessarily he craves is just that connection, that relationship, right? And it's just interesting really what like as a viewer, right, at least for me, like talking about my own personal kind of experience watching it, is like Grisha's supposed to be a character that we are familiar with, that technically we're supposed to be like, okay, like I think that we should be rooting for this person, right? But then here we are, we see him as a different light, and then here we have like a Marleyan Titan warrior that we should, as again for me, watching this as somebody who is like a Island Devil sympathizer, right?
Yeah. Like you watch it and your introduction.
I'm like, I should not like this person.
Yeah.
But why am I like, why
your
is this
introduction
person...
to Grisha is like pity.
Yeah.
You're like, what do you mean you have to give your son this serum? You have to, whatever, you have secrets, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, why do you have to eat those people? Why do you have to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's interesting to me. But so that conversation must have been difficult for Zeke to address, because when he overhears those Marleyan officers talk about the restorationists, this just proves that like, Zeke is not just some dumb kid thinking that his parents are out there dancing. Like, no, he understands
he knows.
What they're doing is they're trying to go ahead and they're trying to do something that is kind of that is illegal here in Marley. Yeah. Right? That has serious consequences, punishments, death. Yeah. Right? And Zeke is worried for his parents. So when he hears from these Marleyan like officers that they have a lead, that we're gonna get them, that we're close, we're gonna find evidence, right? They're called the restorationists, right? That they're being fed info by who they call the Owl, like
an infiltrator.
Like Zeke is now, he's worried about his parents.
Yeah.
So when he tells his parents,
obviously himself, he's like, my parents are like the
founders of
the founders of this place.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when he goes out there and he tells, or
their club president.
He goes and he tells his parents, right? He says, I'm sorry, but please stop going out and doing dangerous things. Right?
Yeah.
He leads with I'm sorry and everything. He's like, please don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me.
Yeah. And also the look that Grisha gives him prior to this.
Oh, it's like Yelena.
It's crazy. He's literally just like staring at him. Like he's just like, like I know something's up, boy. You know? And
like he knows, like, say what's on your mind. That's the look of like, tell me.
Yeah.
Spit it out, child.
And then
Gave him that dad look.
And so now Grisha and Dinah are both surprised about literally what Zeke just mentioned, right? And he says, look, if you get caught, to Lexi's point, she says, we'll all be sent to the island.
Yeah.
They'll ship us to paradise and they'll make us Titans. Again, like, this is information. This is knowledge that Zeke is aware of, right? He understands the consequences. He understands the punishment. He understands that, like, they could all die because of what
He knows the
Grisha and Dinah
consequences of what they're
are
doing.
trying to do. But again, this is bigger than just Grisha and Dinah and Zeke.
Yeah.
Because their response is like, you know, like he says, have you learned nothing? Right? Grisha says, he goes, someone needs to take a stand and our people will be doomed to live pitiful lives trapped in a tiny cage forever. That's another reference that, you know, Grisha tried to go ahead and instill on Zeke a couple episodes back. But it's one of those things where it's like, Dinah even says, like, we're fighting to create a dignified future for Eldian people, including you, Zeke.
Yeah. Like, we are the leading activists for our people. Like, to give our people rights.
Yeah. And so anyways, this is like this is very difficult for Zeke, right? Because I don't know what he expected his parents to go. I don't know if he expected them to be like, oh no, well, Zeke, you're still right, we'll stop.
Yeah, I don't know what he thought the result of that conversation was going to be.
Because I'm sure any kind of, you know, studying session with his father, I'm pretty sure Grisha was pretty like hard-headed, very stubborn, and you know, there was no room for error. It was more like, you need to go ahead and understand this, and you need to go ahead and do this, and this is what you need to do, and there's no failure and stuff, you know, like I'm sure that like there was no kind of, you know, trying to comfort your child and trying to, you know, help. Like, you know, we've seen just how, again, Sava and Zeke, how they talk, and the way how Sava speaks to Zeke, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot different than
Just
how
makes Zeke so
Grisha.
comfortable. Makes him feel so like welcomed and comfortable and heard and seen and loved.
As far as from what I've seen so far, other than early on when, you know, Grisha's trying to make a point to when they're being like treated like trash when they're walking and stuff like that, you know, he's trying to get the message to Zeke and to make him feel and understand that moment, right? Like, I've only seen one other moment when like Grisha kind of smiled, and that was when Zeke got home early, so he's like, oh awesome, we can start studying earlier.
Yeah.
I was like, what
That's
the
when
hell?
he literally like told him what he's been spoon fed the whole time. Like, I'm just gonna tell you what I want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
But another difficult thing too, that like, wow, talk about like bringing up something that is a moment where even for like when we watch it, we're like, wow, like that scene sucked.
Yeah.
That scene like hurt to watch, you know? And of course is like, that is Faye's death over in the series. We've talked about it where we say that's gotta be one of the worst deaths over in the series, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm sure that there are ways of there's people that have died in worse ways, but like still like seeing that happen to such a young
Yeah, it's a little
child
girl who's only guilty of her situation.
it's something that like that's awful, and that is one of the most like horrifying things in this series.
Oh yeah.
You know, like none of us are prepared to go ahead and see that. That's a scene that just kind of like happens. Like, wait, what? You know?
Yeah, it just reminds you, this is Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
This is Attack on Titan.
And so Zeke
Never get
literally,
too comfy. Children die.
he tells his parents, like, would you still say that if you knew that I could end up like Aunt Faye? Like, imagine you're Grecian, you hear that. You hear your own child say that, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why he kind of has such a passionate response to it.
That's
like,
how
as a
it
matter of
brings
fact,
up the seriousness of
he
it.
literally is pounding the freaking dining table, you know?
Yeah.
And he like, look, the reason why Faye isn't alive is because of this fucking world. You
Yeah.
know? Like, he literally says this world is such a sick and twisted place. And we need to fight, we need to fix this world so that no one will ever have to meet that fate again.
Yeah.
While that is all valid.
He's like,
right?
I'm avenging my sister.
Yeah, that's all very valid. Right? But again, that doesn't
But
take
you
away
also
from
have a son.
for how Grisha is trying to get that message across, for how he's like acting and stuff like that, you know? Like, But then, yeah, he says, like, that's why we're fighting to restore Eldia's strength, and that's why we're determined to win our rights back. So, yeah, I mean, this is a very determined Grisha. And this scene was like, wow, like, for me, I'm like, that had to have been a very difficult and emotional moment, you know?
Yeah.
And
Zeke, like, for once let himself be vulnerable in front of his parents.
yeah, in an already tense, like, kind of family dynamic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
But he also knew, like, the severity of the situation. He's like, they could bust through a door any second. If I'm going to say what's on my mind, I'm going to do it now.
And also, too, like on the Discord, I mentioned, like, you know, Zeke valid for being a rat, you know, like, is it justified, whatever? Like, Zeke technically could have also ratted out those Marleyan officers, you know, and tell his family, like I overheard, like, officers literally talking about you guys.
They're on your fucking trail.
They mentioned restoration. They mentioned owl. They mentioned evidence. They mentioned, and I'm sure if he would have started using those words, those terms, those specific details, I think Grisha and Dinah would have been a little bit more worried.
Yeah.
They'd been like, shit, like, you know, they're on to us. We need to go ahead and take more precautionary efforts.
We need to flee.
Yeah.
You know?
But he also knew that he's like, it's not going to get them out of this situation. Like, I just want him to stop doing it. I don't want him to just keep doing it and avoid punishment forever. Like,
I
I
don't
want
want
him
to
to
go
stop.
into hiding.
Yeah.
I want my parents to not put me in. I don't want my parents to risk my life for their own desire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very great point. That's 100% valid too, where it's like, yeah, I mean, I think Zeke at this point, he just literally wants his parents to stop.
Yeah.
You know?
Genuinely.
Like, it's not about like, you know,
I would like a mom and dad, please.
because that's true. Like, the point of like, of presenting certain details and being, you know, like, talking about what those Marleyan officers, like, what they said, like, yeah, Grisha and Dinah, they would become more invested to the point where it's like, now it's not just about trying to go ahead and do this mission, but now it's there's more effort into trying to protect it. You know what I mean? Like, they're doing more now.
They're trying to be more covert.
Yeah.
Tish even says, do you think it was strategic to avoid saying it, or do we chalk it up to him just being a scared kid?
I think it's both.
I do want to say that maybe there could be strategy involved, but I think that it's kind of similar to what Zach was referencing there, where he was
you have
like,
to think about it this way. If you know your dad's pretty
hard-headed in his...
Yeah, we can just say that. If you know your dad's pretty stubborn about it, you know your dad's not going to change his opinion. He's not going to be like, okay, we need to stop.
yeah,
All that leaves left is we either uproot ourselves and flee and become running fugitives, or we get caught.
And getting caught basically means death.
Yeah. So
Aunt Faye.
yeah, it's either turn into Aunt Faye or run until we turn into Aunt Faye.
Yeah.
So if you're a kid,
I don't want to just delay it.
yeah, if you're a kid and you know, because even children have an ideal or an idea of self-preservation.
Of course, yeah.
If I tell my dad this, he's gonna make me go with him,
yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be on the run.
Zeke is aware. He's anxious enough to have read his parents'
He's
emotions.
how old at this time?
I mean,
Has to be like 10, 11.
yeah,
something like that.
I would go ahead and say he's probably anywhere from the
11,
early
12.
teens.
Yeah. So he's probably like, all right, if I tell them this, we have to run. I don't want to run because then I'm a part of it and I die too.
Yeah.
If they don't love me enough to stop, then I'll deal with it my own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to. Somebody wants to read what Tish also just mentioned.
Like he was trying to see if they'd stop. Exactly what I just said. He's trying to see if they stop just to not lose their child if he asked them, or if they'd stop ignoring him. He's able to, or if they'd stop and ignore him, he was able to detach easier when they get caught.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's goes down to the premise of, are you gonna stop because you love me, or are you gonna tell me I'm a stupid kid, do it anyways, and get caught?
Yeah.
I think he also isn't going to say it because if he's like corroborating that info, because then he's like, okay, well, I'm a traitor to Marley. I just corroborated info
Yeah,
there.
now I'm an
never be a warrior.
accomplice.
And now I'm accomplice. Yeah, I'm an accomplice to my mom and dad because I am talking about this specific info that they have chosen to not discuss with me, even though I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a
But-
part of it.
I mean, I understand that, but also with what we're going to cover next, I mean, Zeke spills the beans anyways,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like whether he spilled the beans over to his family, to his parents, right? Before he spills the beans over to Sava. You know, it's kind of like, I mean, I don't know.
You have to realize
He's
it
also
this way.
totally a scared kid. He's not in a comfortable situation to be sharing anything.
When you've
Sava
been
makes him comfy
in
to share stuff.
warrior training, you know how they think. You've grown up there. You know how Marleyans think. If you tell your parents it's going to happen and they flee and you say, I'm not leaving with you, and you rat on them, they're going to say, well, you fucking told them before they left.
Yeah.
So now you're fucking dead and we're going to hunt down your parents.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he probably knows that's exactly how Marley's going to operate.
I will be in a conflict.
You fucking ratted us out and now they're running. Now we have more to fucking deal with to catch them. And you left yourself for us. Cool. Now we can just use you as a bargaining chip.
Yeah.
Which,
True.
And if they don't love you anyways, then we're just going to kill you. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think Zeke's smart enough to put that together, for sure.
That's why he's the fucking war chief.
Or he's dumb enough to be just a scared kid and be like, I don't know if I should say this. I don't know if I should say it. I'm not going to say it.
You guys might appreciate also what Tish just said.
In the light of Hamilton, he had to turn around so he can have a deniability.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so I guess those are all very, very valid points. Yeah.
You're funny, Tish. Like a dog hearing Park. Her ears perked up at the mention of Hamilton.
I don't blame Zeke one fucking bit.
I don't. I think in his situation and anyone else was in his shoes, valid.
If Grisha and Dinah really cared about him, even if they cared about him as a tool, they would have been more covert where they wouldn't have gotten caught in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, also just
I think they got too big for their britches.
100%.
you have to understand that, like, well, Zeke clearly knows more than we thought, you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
and now at that point you would think, okay, maybe we should go ahead and look out for Zeke more, you know, because Zeke's the one he is the person that is out essentially on the front lines. You know? Like, they're out there in hiding, right? They're trying to go ahead and they're doing their restorationists, you know, kind of like, you know, they're planning and whatnot. Like, Zeke is literally he's out in the open.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, you would think that you would be more careful knowing that, all right, like, he understands now what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish. Like, we need to be a little bit more, you know, careful about it.
Yeah.
And stuff. And, like, maybe we were too hard on Zeke. Maybe we need to be more understanding. Maybe, but that's also to what we were just talking about with Grisha and how so fucking stubborn and hard-headed he is.
Yeah.
You know?
Because Zeke is literally, like, you saw what they did to Aunt Faye. What do you think they're going to do when they realize that someone who's training to be a warrior comes from a traitor, whatever, dirty blood family?
Yeah.
And it's obviously he's going to be the first person to be deemed a traitor, horrible, not going to listen to anything he says, and they're going to kill him.
Yeah,
easily.
I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes a training session. Like, literally, all the other freaking volunteers got to go ahead and fucking beat the shit out of this freaking little kid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Or they'll make it more ritualistic, like they did with the syringe, you know, inject them all and kick them off, whatever. Maybe they'll be like, he's just a
That's
kid.
true,
Let's just
honestly.
knock him out.
That's true. I mean,
Tish says it's like telling a child to stop jumping or they'll fall and they don't stop. Whose fault is it? I mean, I get where you're going with that. I honestly don't agree with that in this situation, though. Because in that situation, it's the kid's fault. 100%. But in this situation, it's like you force your child to play a sport they don't want to do. And they get hurt in the process.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you find out that
he's like, I don't even want to play this.
Your parents are fucking cheating behind the scenes and stuff.
I know.
They're like, maybe you guys should stop cheating.
Yeah.
It's like a dad who wanted to go pro NFL, didn't make it, and he tries to force his son to do it.
Yeah.
That's the situation I see with what's going on with Zeke.
Yeah, it's literally
I'm not quitting my dream, Dad.
That's a great example.
Sports dad,
where it's like
diabolical sports dad trying to live through their son.
And it's like their son isn't good enough to become a pro athlete, but they're trying to do whatever they can behind the scenes to make sure that it happens. And all of a sudden they're like, hey, you know, if they find out that you're literally been scamming so that I can make pro, they're going to go ahead and kick me out. They're going to kick you out. They're going to do it. You know,
I'm the first one gone.
They're going to lock all of us up for fraud.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And I'm not even the one that wanted to do any of this crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeke's valid.
Tish clarifies. He would have fallen to the sins of his father and says, the child is my reference, are the Grisha and Dinah, by the way. Like, guys, wink, wink, stop doing bad stuff. Wink, wink.
Yeah, the child that you're telling to stop jumping is Grisha and Dinah.
Okay. That
it's
makes
like,
a lot
don't do that.
more
You're going to
sense.
get hurt. Don't do that. You're going to make things bad for me.
Zeke is, in fact, the parent in this
situation.
situation.
The irony of the situation, right?
Yeah, totally, Tish. I get that.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
Real quick, I do want to get to...
So Zeke is valid.
I want to get to Zoe's question. Zoe is asking, what if there were two founding titans?
Then their power's PEMDAS.
What would make
They cancel out. Unless one of them isn't of royal blood. Then it doesn't cancel out.
If they're both royal blood, I don't know, man. I don't know who's summoning.
I wipe your
there.
memory. No, I wipe your memory. Who
Yeah.
are we? What are we doing?
Can you imagine two of them
Titans?
trying to call pure titans at the same time? The pure titans are like,
Yeah, I know,
I don't know who to
literally.
go to.
They just start eating themselves.
I know.
They're gonna be like Grandpa Yeager.
I know. Exactly. That's what happens.
I will say that if there are two founding titans during the rumbling, it's just gonna be double the devastation.
Yeah. If they both are going for the same thing.
So what if I take this nuke, but I hit it with another nuke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That always works, right, guys?
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the next part.
Want to make sure I'm on the right section.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We continue the episode as Zeke has informed and explained the situation to Mr. Ksaver. Ksaver reacts.
You're kidding me. Your parents are restorationists. They'll be caught. You'll all be sent to paradise.
A depressed Zeke responds.
Yeah.
Tom Ksaver can be seen struggling with the sudden turn of events.
Mr. Sava?
Ksaver turns to see Zeke with appreciated tears in his eyes.
Thanks for playing catch with me. I'm grateful. Even when I'm a Titan, I'll cherish those memories.
Ksaver continues to be distraught and horrified at the situation.
Well, goodbye.
An emotional Zeke begins to walk away as Ksaver tells Zeke.
Report them.
Zeke stops to see a very panicked Ksaver.
You have to. It's your only hope. If you show your loyalty to Marley by turning your parents into the authorities, you and your grandparents should be safe.
Zeke tells Ksaver.
No, I could never.
The scene changes to a heartbroken and betrayed Grisha and Dinah. As Ksaver and Zeke continue to speak in the background, Ksaver tells Zeke.
Zeke, your parents have been awful to you. They've used you.
We now see Zeke's grandparents appearing to mourn.
They never spared a thought for how you felt. They gave up on you.
A numb Zeke points out his parents to the Marleyan authorities.
The truth is, they never loved you. Zeke, you've done nothing wrong.
Zeke and Ksaver now watch as Grisha and Dinah are being loaded up into officer vehicles. Before Grisha is forced into the vehicle, he gives Zeke a look of devastating betrayal. Ksaver continues telling Zeke.
You're a smart kid. A good kid.
Ksaver now hugs Zeke tightly, protecting him.
Wow.
Okay, real quick. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
No worries, bro.
Zeke
I'm
just
not
got a
gonna
new
make-
dad.
I'm not gonna make it.
Zeke has a new dad.
Yeah, Zeke just got a new
What
dad.
a new dad.
So again, this is
I'll scoot out this way. This is the only way I can scoot.
Thank you.
like different reactions.
Totally yin yang.
You know? Isn't it
Yeah.
crazy? Like, so
But Sava, like, for once, is not being his, like, cheery, happy-go-lucky
I
self
know,
because
yeah.
he's like, I can't lose. I'm sure we're going to get into it.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it as to
We're gonna
why
get into it.
he can't lose Zeke.
He can't lose Zeke
You know?
because it'll bring up some bad memories.
Yeah. But he explains the situation to Sava, and Sava, like, the way he's so distraught, the way that he's just like panicked, the way that he like you could tell he's processing like
Yeah.
like what
Yeah, what can he do to save himself and survive? What can he do?
yeah. And yeah,
Poor kid.
like Zeke has essentially, like, at this point he's kind of not kind of, I mean, I guess he has like admitted defeat. He has accepted like essentially what's
I
going to
think
happen.
the only reason why he's revealing all of this to Sava is because he's convinced that he has a death date. out
Yeah.
for him. He knows that he's gonna die soon.
But he also wants to give his thanks and show his appreciation to Salvi, you know.
He's
and
like, this is all I have left. So
yeah, like even the way Zeke is so just like the way he's just so kind of like just quiet. And
he's so
just, like,
numb.
Yeah.
He's like, he knows that there's no point in doing anything because he's gonna be dead anyways.
Yeah. Then the moment that he addresses to Mr. Salva, and he's kind of like, Mr. Salva, you know, you can tell in that motion, that moment, the emotions start to show.
Yeah.
His eyes begin to go ahead and swell up with tears. And he tells him, like, thank you for playing catch with me. Right? He says, I'm grateful. And then, like you're talking about, to your exact point about how he understands he has a death date, he says, even when I'm a Titan, I'll cherish those memories. Like, that's a freaking, like, young kid accepting.
Comprehending, his own death.
Yeah.
And his own fate.
Absolutely.
Like, that's wild.
Like, isn't that crazy? Like Zeke literally, he's come to that kind of conclusion already that like this is the fate that him and his parents are gonna have.
Yeah, a poor kid is
You know?
12 years old,
Yeah.
comprehending his fate of being stuck in a pure Titan body for the rest of his life.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's why Sava too is also
depressing.
like Sava is taking this, he's taking this information like essentially as bad as well, I don't want to say as bad as Zeke Zeke, you know, is handling it, because again, we talked about how Zeke literally has just accepted like death, but like here, like we talked about, like Sava does not want to lose Zeke.
Yeah.
You know?
Zeke is already like, he has gone through all stages of grief. He is in acceptance.
Yeah.
That's why he's like, all right, well, I'll just say my goodbyes.
He says goodbye.
Yeah, he literally says, all right,
Well,
goodbye.
I'll see you never.
Yeah.
You know, and then he's like, we see him literally walking away from Sava, you know? And like at that moment again, like Mr. Sava is trying to find an answer, right? This man who is a researcher, he's trying to go
he's a
ahead and
smart
see
dude.
like what is
He's
the plan
racking
of
his
action here?
brain.
What is the only way
To guarantee this boy's safety.
to save this kid?
Yeah.
Right? And also it was like, how do I not lose like this person?
I know. I just got a son.
And he tells him, like, even the way he says it, he's just like, report them.
Yeah, he says it like an idea. Like
Yeah.
he just thought of it on the spot, and
Yeah.
he didn't even think about like the consequences of saying it to Zeke.
And
Just like, I'm telling you right now, you have to report him.
And when Zeke turns around and sees Sava literally looks like he's like panicked. He's just like,
Yeah, it's like, this is the only way. Please agree with me. This is the only way.
yeah. He literally says, like, you have to. It's your only hope.
Yeah,
He says, you show your loyalty to Marley.
Yeah.
Right?
I've thought of every other possible situation ever. You just have to snitch.
You Dr. Stone over here.
Yeah,
He says, you turn your parents in to the authorities. And then, he says, not only you, but he also says, your grandparents should be safe. You know?
so he is thinking. Yeah,
Now,
because
wanna-
you know all the stuff that has been told to Sava. Sava not even meeting Grisha or Dinah already has so much resentment to them, because they're like, they're so mean to my boy. That is my boy Zeke, and they're so rude to him.
Yeah.
They're so neglectful and don't take into consideration any of his feelings, thoughts. Nothing.
absolutely. I wanted to go ahead and ask you
That's
both.
how
though.
I be feeling as a teacher.
We understand that memories and how it relates to Titan users, it can be very specific, but it can also be very vague, you know? How vague and specific were Sava's memories? Did he have any prior knowledge? Did he have any memories? What I'm trying to ask is like, of potentially where this could be going for Zeke? Or do you think this is all like genuinely like...
No, I think this is all genuinely, because I don't think there are future memories for anyone except for the founding.
Because I do know that he
Like
talked
that.
about wanting to understand past memories, you know?
Yes.
Like he wanted to go, that's why he wanted to turn to become a Titan. Is so that...
Who had the founding? Was that
So the founding at this
did
point...
Kruger have
No,
the
Kruger
founding?
had the attack. Oh,
Yeah,
you're so
yeah.
right. So maybe it's attack.
Because Kruger had the attack and he was like arming and Mikasa.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, well, that's the thing
So
is
yeah,
that
maybe it's an attack
Titan
thing.
can see just past obviously present, right, of what's happening, but also
Yeah.
future as well.
Okay.
So like the
I
attack
think that's
does
an
have
attack
that
specific
yeah.
ability.
Yeah.
Not founder. Attack.
Yeah. So that's why I was kind of wondering, like, to what extent do
I think this is
memories
all his
go?
brain.
Yeah, for the
This is all brainstorm.
I think this is all Sava's brainstorm.
yeah.
yeah.
I think this is all
Dude,
him.
there aren't many fucking options.
I know.
Like,
No, no doubt.
Kill them! Murder your parents! I mean, essentially he did. He
that is an option.
yeah.
I don't think you tell a child to do
Yeah,
that.
he knows that he can't tell a kid to do that.
Yeah.
But he was like, report them. You have to. You literally genuinely tells him, like AJ just read, it's your only hope. That is
Literally.
your only hope to save you and your grandparents is if you report them.
Yeah. And then the way the scene too, like the way that it's shown, right? Like while they're still talking about the plan, we see the plan happening, right? Like we see just the betrayal and we see just the devastation and the heartbreak.
Such good storytelling too.
Yeah,
Because you're
and
like
Dinah
being
and
convinced
Grisha.
of it as you're watching the results
Yeah.
of the action.
Yeah, and so
Sava has some good points.
Grisha and Dinah are now in custody. They're being literally like just transported in, like they're being like thrown into these vehicles to go ahead and get transported over to, the island. And
Basically death row.
yeah,
They're gonna go be transported to death row. Injection row.
and but Zeke seems hesitant at first, right? He's just like, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Right? But then like again to
Of course, knee-jerk reaction. I could never.
yeah, and so
I already accepted my death. I've already gone through all the
I
stages
know,
of
right?
grief.
I literally said goodbye.
Yeah, I literally just said goodbye, dude. You're really ruining my moment right now.
But to your point, Lex, about how like Sava hasn't even met Grisha, hasn't met Dinah, but has such disdain and like such like I know hatred is a very strong
Yeah.
word, but when you're telling like essentially like
fully
you need
villainized.
to go ahead and sentence your parents to death. You
Yeah.
know, like
Rose, an Eldian willing to betray his own kind for the sake of one boy.
Yeah.
I mean he goes and he tells Zeke
a pretty good boy.
He
Like
tells
says,
them-
he's a good boy.
like
Boy, he's a good boy.
he says your parents have been awful to you. They've used you. They never spared a thought of how you felt, and they gave up on you. He says they never loved you. And that's when he says, like, look, Zeke, you've done nothing wrong. Right? And then again, we go ahead and we see the scene and how it plays out. Right? We see the looks that Grisha and Dinah are giving over to Zeke. And Zeke, he just appears like just very numb through the process.
Yeah.
And literally just like pointing.
Another one of those, okay, I grieved this too, and now I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Don't think about the action, just do it.
But then Sava, again, he's just instilling into Zeke, like, look, like, you've done nothing wrong. You're a smart kid. You're a good kid. As
Yeah.
a matter of fact, he even, like,
The way he delivers those lines too,
Yeah.
it's like he's tearing up as he's saying it. Like
Yeah.
you can hear him start, like his voice cracks as he's delivering those lines.
Yeah.
like he's literally, like, hugging Zeke,
Yeah. I think this is when he like fully accepts his like I don't know what it is for men, but I'm gonna call it maternal. His like maternal feelings for Zeke.
Yeah.
Is there a term for that for men, or is maternal
Paternal.
also paternal?
Paternal.
Paternal.
Okay, yeah, his paternal. Yeah, mama y papa. Should have known the P's and the M's. But yeah, I think this is where he finally leans into his paternal like feelings for Zeke to be like, I'm gonna save your life.
Yeah.
You are a good boy. Like I'm just gonna tell you everything I've been thinking. I think your parents are horrible. I fully villainized them after you told me how they treat you, and I love you. You're my son. Come here, boy.
Yeah. So,
That's a summary of what Sava said to him.
You're my boy.
Go snitch on your parents. You're my boy.
My boy.
so as
My
Zeke,
baby boy.
he did what he had to do.
R.I.P. Cedric Diggory.
He did what he
My
had to
boy.
do. Okay. We do have another part to go ahead to go and discuss.
Yeah, you guys must have been good. You guys are getting 3 parts today.
Yeah.
You guys must have done those good deeds.
I know.
Lexi, you narrate this one, okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I finally get to yap.
I know.
Yep.
In voice
Yay!
though. In,
I know.
In
Like, in
character.
Okay.
So, yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Narrator Lex.
I get to reprise my role.
We continue as Mr. Sava and Zeke continue to play catch. Zeke throws a fastball as Ksaver catches the throw, feeling the effects of it. Ksaver tells Zeke jokingly,
Take it easy, Zeke. The next one might knock me over.
We now see a more grown, young adult Zeke responding.
Too much for an old geezer to handle, huh?
Ksaver tells Zeke.
Hey, I'm not that old, you little...
Ksaver stops as he begins coughing violently. Zeke becomes concerned for Ksaver as Ksaver informs Zeke.
Though it's my time, I face the fact that my term's almost over.
We notice the new group of volunteers passing by. Peak and Baratold lead the way as Rhina walks between the Galliard brothers, Marcel and Porco, and Annie trails the group. Ksaver continues.
I'll never actually get to grow old, but I don't regret my life of research. Think I can release all my findings in one compilation.
A curious Zeke asks Ksaver.
Huh. What'd you figure out?
Ksaver explains.
Most of my findings are about the Founding Titan's power over subjects of Ymir, like us.
Zeke reacts.
Oh, you said that it could rewrite people's memories, right?
Ksaver responds.
Yeah, but that isn't all it can do. I found out that it's also able to change the anatomy of all of our bodies.
Ksaver explains.
Around 600 years ago, an epidemic swept the world, causing a drastic decline in its population. But suddenly, the disease vanished from the Eldian Empire. Every last citizen was cured. It was the king's doing. With the Founding Titan's power, he redesigned the bodies of his subjects and made them immune. We Eldians are extensions of the Founding Titan's body. We're all connected to it, no matter where we go. Scary, isn't it?
A shocked Zeke recalls a moment from his past, hearing that Marleyan merchant telling him and his family.
You should be wiped out. So why are you breeding?
Zeke responds.
Then, would it be possible for the founder to make it so that none of us can have children anymore?
Ksaver gasps.
If subjects of Ymir stopped giving birth, then Titans would be gone from this world within the next 100 years or so, right? And if that happened, then the world would be free from fear and suffering at the hands of Titans. What's more, if we Eldians hadn't been born in the first place, we wouldn't have had to suffer either.
Zeke throws the ball to Ksaver as a shocked Ksaver just lets the ball hit the ground. Zeke asks.
Mr. Ksaver?
Ksaver begins to inform Zeke.
I never intended to tell you this, but many years ago, I had a wife and child. In my foolish youth, I'd removed my armband and hidden my identity. I concealed it even from the woman I married, the mother of my son. You see, she was a proud Marleyan. And well, I knew that she would find me out eventually. But I never suspected that when that day came, she would slit our son's throat, and then her own. I decided to become a warrior because I wanted to kill myself in the grandest way that I could. But over the last 13 years, I ended up immersing myself in Titan research, getting to know you, playing games of catch. We had fun, right? I looked for my dead son in you, Zeke. I used my Titan powers to run from my sins, all the while wishing that I had never been born in this world.
A stoic Zeke tells an emotional Ksaver.
I'll inherit your Titan. Not for Marley's sake, but for the sake of the world. I'll take the Founder, and I'll use its power to save everyone. I'll end our cursed race, freeing the world from its fear of Titans, and freeing our people from their suffering.
Ksaver looks up as he stares at this passionate, motivated Zeke. Zeke finally has his mission to be continued.
Bum, bum, bum.
Damn. Well, I don't think Sava was expecting that, right?
Yeah.
Not one fucking bit.
I love how we get another, like a back-to-back moment of Sava and Zeke just being completely honest with each other. Just like purely, it seems like this scene is telling me that from that day that Sava was like totally like real, said everything on his mind about like report your parents.
Yeah.
From that moment on, they just have never had a filter with each other ever. They're like, you are my diary. Like
They're literally like ideal father-son bond.
Yeah.
Like I know
Like,
I can tell you anything and you will.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for here?
You'll trust that, like that info that I'm giving you, I'm trusting you with that. And I know that you'll.
It's deep. It's love. I'm blanking.
It'll come to you.
Yeah. But you're talking about the relationship between those parents, right?
It's a type of, it's blank love. It's
Unconditional.
unconditional. Thank you. Unconditional love. Like no matter what I say, you will rock with me.
Yeah. It's completely non-judgmental, like purely like, I love you for all that you are and all that you aren't and all that you could be and all that you weren't. Like, I don't care. Like, I love you for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purely unconditional.
The father's love he always wanted.
Yeah. Because he never got that, poor boy.
And then he eats his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jacob says Zeke and Aaron are best brothers.
Yeah, we played a failed game of catch one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
know that hurts Zeke's feelings.
very interesting, but I like that. I like that unconditional love. I do like that non-judgmental relationship that they have, and we see that Zeke here.
Completely honest.
He's a young man now.
Totally unapologetically themselves around each other.
So like Zeke now, he is. We don't know to what point where he's at in terms of like just training preparation. If he was even gifted this Titan, he pretty much just self-proclaims himself as the inheritor. Right, as the like successor to this Beast Titan, so we don't get kind of clarity as to how the rest of that training went, right?
No. Seems like, obviously they took a liking to him because they were like, oh, really did pledge his loyalty there, but all right, you can stay
Hey,
in
if any
here.
kid could rat out their parents, and guess what? He's cool in our book.
I know. You're cool with us.
Yeah.
So Sava had the Beast Titan roughly 3 to 6 years prior to meeting Zeke.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So they had an extra,
Yeah, you're looking at 9 years potentially, right?
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
9 years together?
A minimum
No,
of
less
7
than
years
that.
together.
7. Yeah, 7 years
7 to
together.
9 years.
Okay,
Because
so
he is-
think about it. If in terms of where Zeke was, let's say he's anywhere from like 10 to 12, so then you add 17 years of that. I mean, he's out there looking at a 17-year-old at least, right? So this is again Zeke, where he is, becoming this young adult and stuff, and then like Sava has been the Beast Titan for that long, so I'm sure that like, look, if
Oh yeah, so we were totally spot on with those ages then.
Yeah.
If they met when he was like 11, 12, and now he's like 18, 19.
yeah.
Because there was that 7 years that they got to know each other and grow up.
Yeah, and then also too, I would imagine that like Sava, if he wants to maybe inherit it
Actually,
to a certain person.
it says he was 6 or 7.
Wow.
When he met?
When he met Sava,
What?
and he inherited the Beast Titan at 17. So
Wait.
That's not
math is
mathing.
So
thing.
so that would be that he pretty much met Sava during pretty much the entirety of his Titan reign. That would be like what, 12 years, right? Or no?
10 years. 10 to 11 years. So Sava had the Beast Titan for about 2 to 3 years. He meets him, and they know each other because it says Zeke is 17 in this scene right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So he met Sava. They probably had 6 months to a year before they reported his parents. And then they had, 9 years without Zeke's parents, without Grisha and Dinah?
Yeah. Of just actually being father-son.
Yeah. Sava just taking him under his wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New dad. You traded one in. New and improved.
But yeah, Sava informs about his time essentially is up. Like he's coming down to the end of his term, and it must happen suddenly. I mean, that's the thing is we see that he like is violently coughing.
I was gonna say, he doesn't even look like he's dying.
Yeah,
yet.
he doesn't. It just kind of like abruptly just boom, and next like he's like,
Yeah.
Mr. Sava, are you okay? you know. And
I think it's because he's probably referencing to like the way that at the end of your 13 years you like rapidly age all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So I think he's like, all right, this is the start of the rapid aging. See ya. It's only a matter of time before I go senile.
Hits
All
him
right?
with the, well, goodbye.
Yeah.
I know.
Just I'm out.
Eat me.
I do like though how he's
Report
talking
them.
about how he's facing the end of his term within that sentence, and kind of then like leading into the next sentence that, you know, through the conversation we see it's almost like the next generation, you know, like the next group they're passing by.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of cool to go ahead and kind
Cool
of see
seeing
that.
them kind of walk by.
Yeah.
A glimpse into the future.
Yeah. And but again, Sava doesn't have any regrets. He says like, look, I don't regret my life for research, and it's interesting here that he says like I can release all of my findings in one compilation.
Which
And-
totally makes sense to why. I mean, hold on, let me not cut you off. I'll say it after you say this next line.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that like even like that raises kind of questions from Zeke, and he's like, wait, like how'd you figure that out?
Yeah. Like,
You know?
what did you figure out?
And then
What is it, Doc?
like Sava explains
wanna
that, like,
know.
like most of my findings are about the founding Titan's powers over subjects of Ymir, like us. You know?
Which totally makes sense as to why Zeke knows so much. Like why he's the war chief and he knows so much. He definitely like inherited the compilation
100%.
from Sava. So
He's
he knows
probably-
all of this stuff and
Yeah.
how to do it.
He's probably learning bits and pieces throughout that 9-10 years together too.
Seems like it because his response here, he's like, okay, I know everything. All right.
Yeah.
What if we euthanize
Well, he said,
everyone?
well, I mean, he goes, you said that it could rewrite people's memories.
Yeah.
And so again, to your point, they've had conversations about it, you know, and stuff,
Yeah.
and like,
Just in passing, you know, he hasn't gotten his research, but he's told him his findings a little bit.
He's probably still in training too. He still has the yellow candidate armband on.
Yeah.
yeah,
But now he's got someone on the inside be like, I like this guy.
Yeah.
I want him to eat me.
Yeah. I picked that one.
do you think that they have that power?
Well, I feel like he definitely pledged for him. Totally. Because he's
100%.
like, he ratted out his parents, dude. When
Yeah.
are you going to find anyone more
Or like
loyal to Marley than that?
if somebody kind of like took a liking to a certain candidate, let's say you have the armored Titan, and you're kind of like, I kind of like that volunteer right there. Do you have sway as to like
I don't know how much sway, but I think you have sway.
Yeah.
And you
A
also
little
have
bit.
to look at it, at least for their unique situation too.
Yeah.
Sava's the reason why the Eldian restorationist movement was put to a complete halt.
Actually, yeah.
So he now has
Technically,
a big,
Zeke is the reason why.
yeah,
But Sava definitely was that push.
yeah. And then Sava was probably like,
He gave the assignment.
hey, this kid shouldn't just be left with his grandparents. I want to be his guardian.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we already trust you. You're the Beast Titan, so
Yeah.
So it could be also like a familial thing now, where it's like
Yeah.
even maybe the Marley and Brass is like, it's basically his kid.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but we also understand too that like, you know, they don't always pass it down between family and stuff, you know, like that's what Gabi kind of has a gripe with too when it comes to what was it that was happening? Gosh, I'm trying to remember the specifics of it, but I think somebody was kind of like, what do you mean? Like you already have a Titan in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It was some sort of like,
Ryan is her cousin, and they're like, you guys don't need it again.
Yeah.
Let another
I know
family
what you're
have
talking
the-
about. I can't.
I
We
can't
did
remember the
review the
specifics.
scene. We did definitely review it.
Yeah.
But someone does bring
because
up
Falco was
like,
trying to take the Titan from her. You know,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm trying to protect you. And
oh, that's totally what it is. Yeah, Falco's
Yeah.
trying to be like, I'm trying to protect you. I don't want you to have that Titan. Plus, you don't need it to
have a good, cushy
your
life.
family. Yeah, you don't need it for a good cushy life to be in with the Marleyans. You already have a Marleyan warrior in the family.
Yeah.
yeah.
Greedy.
It was along the
He
lines of
didn't say
something
that.
like that. Yeah.
But I wish he did.
But yeah, so I was just kind of curious if it's something where, you know, somebody to Sava's stature who obviously has fulfilled the entire term, you know, it's not like something where it's like, you know what, oh, you know, he suddenly died, we got to go ahead and, or
Like
whatever, you know.
replacement.
Yeah, like he's sick, we got like whatever the case is, you know, it's like we
Yeah.
got to
Maybe,
probably.
maybe it's like, well, I don't think we'll ever know, but maybe it's like an incentive. Like, if you can survive long enough to finish your term, we'll let you have a big part in who takes over.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Or they could be a lot more simple-minded, and it's just like, oh, well, Sava wasn't very good at all of these trainings and stuff either, but he still was a great soldier, and he already hangs out with him enough. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let him inherit that. He also isn't great in the field, but he's really smart. He could be a great war chief.
Yeah.
So we see how that goes.
Absolutely. So yeah, I was just curious, but
Give him the beast.
So in
Probably gonna be a monkey or something.
Flinging shit around or something.
in Sava's research, right? He in answering Zeke, right? He says, yeah, but like rewriting people's memories isn't all that the Founding Titan can do. Mm-hmm. He was also found out that they're able to change the anatomy, which is that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Nuts.
You know, like he says,
He found it out
rewrite their
through
DNA.
them basically getting an automatic vaccine to a disease.
yeah, like an instant like
that was like causing
vaccination.
causing a crazy pandemic in the Eldian Empire.
Yeah, this pandemic
It's
was
a global pandemic,
this.
I believe.
Yeah, this. He said this epidemic swept the world, and there was a drastic decline in population.
Yeah.
Right, that's crazy. And said suddenly the disease vanished from the Eldian Empire, and
And
every
the
last
king.
citizen was cured. It was the king's doing. So that's just like.
Remove the sick.
I
gene,
wonder if that's
please.
something that's also kind of like normal through history of if there is something as devastating as some sort of global threat, like that's when it's time for the king to go ahead and intervene.
Yeah.
You know? Like I wonder.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Because yeah, he essentially literally redesigns the bodies of his subjects, which we know essentially they're only Eldians, right?
Yeah.
So he's only giving the immunity
Yeah.
to Eldians.
So he almost wiped out Marlians already from a global pandemic.
Without even trying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't know if he's able
It wasn't
to.
me doing it. I just cured them.
Yeah, I don't know if it works like that. I can't say for certain, right? That like everybody else was shit out of luck. Like,
I mean,
That's what it sounds like.
it seems like obviously it got easier because if you make all the Eldians immune, then that's like cutting down the spread like of that disease way down. Like
Yeah.
now it's, maybe like
At
a
least in Marley.
like what a flu is to us, maybe
Yeah.
someone will get it every once in a while.
It's like chicken pox.
Because Eldians are, yeah,
What kid fucking get chicken pox nowadays?
yeah.
I don't know many.
Because Eldians are immune to it. So it's like not a spread really anymore. It's just Marlians.
yeah, I mean, he says we Eldians are extensions of the Founding Titan's body, and we're all connected, no matter where we go. So I mean, that's
Like Jesus.
that's very interesting.
That's literally what I was thinking.
I was thinking that too, and he's like,
I'm like,
we're a part of the Founding Titan's
I-
body. He's with us everywhere.
I saw this video where it was
Like
like
Jesus.
Attack on Titan is a crazy retelling of the Book of Revelation.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I
it's
totally
it
see where you're coming
is.
from.
Like, it so is. Except
That's how you know it's good media. When
AOT
it-
scratches out the whole Gentiles get included part.
Yeah.
But besides
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. That's how you know something's good. Like Avatar. You got blue jeans.
yeah.
But I tell you what, though, I tell you, Sava did not expect this response from Zeke.
No.
Fuck no, he didn't.
After all that information and after all what he just explained, Zeke literally, he's like, he goes, would it be possible for the founder to make it so that none of us can have children anymore?
Yeah.
You know, and then this is interesting because this, I don't know if this was something that was just kind of like instilled into his obviously it's instilled into his memory because of what that Marlene Merchant yelled at. to
Also,
them.
Grisha literally being like, remember this.
Yeah, exactly. Great point
Yeah.
too. But yeah, I mean, the fact
So
that this
clearly
person is
he
saying like
remembered it.
you should all be wiped out. Like, why are you breeding, right? And he's just like, that's what Zeke is. That's what his response is. It's like, wait, so like, could subjects of Ymir just stop giving birth?
Yeah.
And he says Titans would be gone from this world within the next 100 years or so, right? Like, if that
Everyone
happened,
gets to live out the rest of their lives.
yeah.
Consequence free. I mean, obviously, they don't get to have like families.
Eldian children.
Yeah, they don't get to have families in
Good.
that part
Adopt.
of their life. Yeah, just adopt, honestly.
Yeah, he said the world would be free from fear and suffering at the hands of Titans. And what's
Make
more,
everyone infertile.
he says if we Eldians weren't born in the first place, we wouldn't have had to suffer either. So that's again,
Yes, that's a way to look at it, I suppose.
like Sava's kind
a
of like
different view than what Grisha had. Grisha was more of a fight for our rights back, and Zeke is more of a dude. I didn't want to be here in the first place. Let's just cut it right at the
Cut it
root.
at the source, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, and then Sava
Let's
now
just nip it
decides
in the bud real quick.
How about nip it in the testes real quick?
Yeah.
like Sava literally decides
him
that this is the
infertile?
time. Like this is the time for me to go ahead and tell you something that I never intended to go ahead and ever speak of, especially to you.
Which is a cool parallel here because Sava because literally the scene before, Zeke is like, I think I'm going to die soon. Let me tell you my deepest, darkest secrets. Sava is like, I think I'm going to die soon. Let me tell you my deepest, darkest secrets now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he said, I mean, he says he had a wife and child, right? And when he was younger, he said he was foolish and he removed his armband, and he hid his identity, right, as an Eldian, right? He said he knew that the mother of his son, right, was gonna find out,
Yeah.
and she herself, right, not being aware of that, right, she was a proud Marleyan,
Yeah.
and when she found out, right, he says he never suspected that when that day would come, that she would go ahead and slit the throat of her own son, of their
Yeah.
own son.
That just shows you how, like, fully in her beliefs that she was like, Eldians are actual, like, garbage. Like, that is horrible.
Yeah.
Like, she could not even have a son be
Her racism
Eldian.
overrid her maternal instinct.
Totally.
It's crazy. And then again, just the cowardly aspect of it as well, is she
probably saw it as
killed
a
her
way-
own. She took her own life.
She probably also saw it as a way of being like, I'm saving my son so he doesn't have to live as this half breed.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it's more.
I
I
highly
picture
doubt
it just
that.
like as just disgust, you know,
Yeah.
and seeing them for just like.
But also, like, Sava was married to her and had a kid. There's no way he dated someone that. There's no way.
How do you blend in? Find a radicalist to marry.
I know.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Hey, you summoned Bobby. There you go.
There you go.
The trash views from both sides. Yeah.
Amen.
She saw it as a stain on her and bringing a stain to the world. Yeah, unfortunately. I
Yeah.
mean, this is honestly like again, you know, I
Gopi would have
about
done
it.
the same thing if she had a child with a
Yeah.
Eldian.
unfortunately she would fucking. I don't know if she would take her own life, but I think she would go out there and take the life of that
100%.
child.
Yeah. I
But-
think she would rather kill the dude. That's how she would
Probably,
react.
yeah.
Be like, I'm hunting you down. Because,
Tish says you're a witch, Zach.
yeah, because you be summoning.
Technically,
Pokemon.
I'm a sorcerer.
Hey,
Will?
sorcerer, actually.
It's a callback, Bobby. We were talking about something that Tish mentioned that I was like, that. What was it again? Something that Bobby would be interested in, or something like that.
Oh, we're
or-
talking about him? No, we're talking about sinners.
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 Yeah, talking about sinners.
And how amazing of a movie it is.
Yep.
Talking about horror movies and sinners.
He goes, I see. Carry on. Yeah. So, anyways,
I see. He
last
gets it.
week,
He gets it.
Bobby, what Pokemon are you?
last week, Zach was able to summon Josh.
It's delayed. I don't know why.
There's a delay.
Yeah, you got to do it right at
There's
the
a delay.
beginning, and then
Sorry. Let me
It might have been.
Yeah,
It
it's a
literally
delay.
set my timer.
It might
real
have been the
quick.
same time as when you
I think
summoned
it was.
Josh.
I think it was like what, 15 minutes or something? 20 minutes?
No,
Actually, no, we're
it was
talking about
longer
sinners
than
a
that.
while ago.
yeah, you got to start doing it earlier.
Yeah. But anyways, welcome, Bobby. And so yeah, this is absolutely crazy. Like, this is crazy that this is something that happened. And again, something that, like, for me, that I forgot about. You know, like talked about how it's like one of those scenes that I don't know if it's just because maybe, you know, Sava just isn't a character that you necessarily remember because there's so many characters, and this is just a specific portion of season 4, right? And then you go out and you see what happened to his family. It's like, wow, that's awful. And then there's so much that's happening that you kind of just, you know, lose it in the memory banks.
Yeah.
But still, like, this has got to be one of the more underrated, like, tragic, like, moments in
Definitely.
Attack on Titan.
I have a headcanon. The ball and gloves belonged to him and his son.
Oh
Well,
yeah, totally.
Also,
I think
too,
that's on the floor
I wanted to talk about, too, in the scene, also off to the side over on the right,
in the background
there
on the bookshelf.
is, on the bookshelf, yeah, there is a little, like, stuffed animal. And it is a ram.
I think that was his son's.
Yeah.
Believe that's a reference to Sava's Beast Titan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
and-
also believe that was his son's.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so
Crazy.
for that to go ahead and kind of have another little kind of moment where it's like, oh, okay, because we saw that there's that other scene where he's almost like, he sees Zeke or whatever, and in the background there's like a fucking ram over and like in a little like gated type of little like petting zoo type thing, right?
Yeah.
But here we see a little stuffed animal and something that we also saw with Zeke early on when he had like a little stuffed toy that
A
was
little
like a little
monkey.
monkey.
It wasn't a sock monkey.
Yeah.
But it was a monkey.
Bobby says Tish on points. Sinners is amazing, 500 points. And Tish says, I got you, buddy, for Black History Month. And Bobby says, fave horror, probably Hereditary, though.
Hereditary is a good one.
Hereditary is fucking scary, man.
I haven't
why he
watched it
loves it.
because I heard it was really
What
scary.
the hell? That shit's crazy. But yeah, this was a scene where I was like, wow, like, forgot about this. It freaking sucks. Like, wow, like, Ksaver just seemed like we talked about, like, he was just kind of a more genuine character. And we saw the relationship that he had with Zeke, where, again, it was like, there was no judgment. You know, he really treated Zeke like his own child. And he even says here, like,
He admits
I
it.
tried to go ahead and find my dead
Yeah,
son
I searched for my dead son in you.
in you, you know, and again, like, it's, yeah, that this sucks that happened to, you know, him. And I'm sure that was a moment where it kind of put him on a course to go ahead and be the person that he is now, you know? Because he even said, like, in my foolish youth, you know, I just decided to go ahead and hide that stuff. I went to hide my identity, you know,
Yeah.
and you know, it's just we don't know how that whole thing played out. We don't know what that life provided for him in terms of, you know, how he met his wife, what the relationship was and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, how everything carried on and
How
played
long
out. And
that
then
went
she
on
was
for.
a crazy radical Marleyan who
son looked
very
like
strict with her beliefs.
his son looked old enough to be like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like 3 years old. Yeah,
Yeah, 3 years
You know,
old.
just awful and terrible.
And notice how she didn't report him. She was just like, okay, death. Not
Yeah.
gonna report him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
death.
Well, yeah, this is absolutely terrible and tragic, and then so Ksaver goes on to continue to explain that, like, I decided to become a warrior because he says I wanted to kill myself in the grandest way that I could, right? That was his motivation to
I
go
love that for
into
him.
to trying to
God in a
become
blaze of glory.
I actually love that for him.
yeah.
Sava just went up a few pegs in my book.
Yeah. But then he said, but like over the last 13 years, hey, all that Titan research, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Then
that
he
kinda
said-
cheek, but
He found a new love.
Then he said, but getting to know you
Education.
and playing games of catch, right? He said, I looked for my dead son in you, Zeke. I used my Titan powers to run from my sins and all the while wishing I had never been born to this world.
Which
Something
brings him to the yes. So
I
basically,
know.
your idea is valid.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's
Because I
where,
wish I was never born.
that's where Zeke right there, you know, again, we talked about this mission, you know, that when Zeke appears to be on the brink of death right there with Levi, and he has that memory of Sava, and he's like, no, like I can't, I still have my mission, you know, type stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here it's kind of like, this is the moment where he, like, that mission becomes like real, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is where it's like this is the start of it.
Yeah. A mission that he is pursuing that is all his own
Yeah,
with his adopted papa.
absolutely. And he says, like, I will inherit your Titan. He says, not for Marley's sake, but for the sake of the world. He says, I'll take the founder and I'll use its power to save everyone, and I'll end our cursed race. He says, freeing the world from its fears of Titans and freeing our people from their suffering.
Like father, like son, they both are just fighting for their people in different ways. They're both very passionate about it, just
Yeah.
going about it in different ways.
Yeah, craziness.
Wow.
So, very interesting here.
So what do you guys think? Zeke's valid?
I
Zeke
know.
valid in snitching?
After what we learned about
Fuck
Zeke,
yeah.
I believe he is.
My favorite kind of rat is a blonde Eldian rat.
Yeah. Because how can you watch this and not think that and not agree with what Zeke's doing?
one thing I did want to go ahead and mention, I forgot in the second part that we covered, but the ironic line that Zeke tells Sava says, he goes, I'm grateful, and even when I'm a Titan, I'll cherish those memories. So, like, the irony, because, like,
Because
he
told
becomes
you you're
literally
Titan
Titan.
anyways.
And we saw where he's,
Yeah.
like, on the brink of death, and he's literally, like, those are his, like, comfort memories,
yeah,
you know?
that's his happy place.
Yeah.
Is cherishing those memories.
Yeah.
So he he told him the truth.
Yeah, he did.
When I'm a Titan, I'll cherish these memories.
It's just not what he anticipated, but yeah.
He was just a different type of Titan.
He's a Harrier Titan.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had a lot more power than what he thought he was going to have.
Tish says, why do they keep giving such great powers to the mentally unstable?
I'm sorry. Have you seen how strong a crackhead is?
Yeah.
Right.
That's how they have great powers, Tish.
They
the
literally,
mentally unstable summon
weaponize
power.
crackheads.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck, this one's unstable.
Mentally unstable means you have powers.
Soldier.
Where do you think the powers come from, Tish?
The drugs.
It's from being unstable.
But I have to say though, it felt really nice revisiting this kind of relationship between Sava and Zeke.
It's a nice
you know,
breath of fresh air.
No, that's literally what I
we
was
got
thinking.
going on
Yeah.
in the story right now.
Absolutely.
We have Hanji that's literally like in custody by Eren, who just beat up his friends.
Yep.
And Hanji just witnessed Sawdust be beat to a pulp.
yeah.
And then we get la 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 la
Yeah.
monkey backstory.
Yeah. Levi just exploded.
I know. He literally has thunder spears like attached to his freaking guts, where he's like, if you move, you're gonna blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is, we get a nice little episode. Happy. It's funny that this is the happy episode.
I know, it's
After
kinda
we
weird,
saw
isn't it?
a mother and son, like a mother kill her own son,
Yeah.
slit her own
Yeah.
throat.
But I will say though that like, along with what Zach was mentioning too about how it's like the baseball and the glove, you know, and how it kind of like carries on to like something that like Zeke we can assume still has, like something that he cherishes are like the glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he was literally like, wait, what? Where's my glasses? You know, he's like asking for the
Good
glasses and
homage.
stuff.
He doesn't
you know?
need those glasses.
Yeah. He doesn't need him to
You know?
see,
He doesn't need them, but you know, it's something that he has and he cherishes, and it's something that
but he
like
needs them to. He needs them spiritual.
Yeah.
He needs them to be whole. It's a piece of him.
yeah.
He
I mean,
wants
I'm
to
sure
keep Sava on him.
like
Gotta keep a piece of my dad
They-
with me.
they bring him, you know, probably confidence and stuff. You know, like they,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they help him out and stuff. You know. But yeah.
Yeah, like
So
you,
that was
AJ.
cool.
You don't need those glasses,
I don't need them. I actually.
but you probably do need glasses.
I might
period.
need glasses, you know, because like there's times where I just can't see very far.
Yeah. Yeah. Starting to get there. Uh-oh. AJ's
Like,
aging.
I cannot see what the hell is on screen.
It's okay. I can't either. I can't
I
either.
don't even know how far I could go until I couldn't read it.
So like it's crazy.
I'd be wearing contacts every day because I'm so blind. So I get you.
Damn, that sucks. Eat more carrots.
I'm extremely blind. Like, it's really
Bobby's
bad.
the same. Yeah. Bobby, do you have glasses though? I think you. Does Bobby have glasses?
I know Kyron does.
Glasses.
Glasses gang
gang
Santa.
Santa.
Hey, Bobby's
So
got glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are yours, Bobby? Mine's negative 3.5. What's yours?
I'll stay sitting, Mr.
Lucas is
20
negative
over
like
here.
4.5. His is insane. He is
Yeah.
blind.
Just standing. Yeah.
Yep.
I can kind of read. I can read most of what's on the wall.
For the manga?
Yeah.
That's good.
No. That's pretty good.
No, that's really good. Yeah,
some of
that's
it.
good eyesight.
Some of it I can't like, but most of it I can read.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's so weird. I wear like the blue light.
Negative
lenses one.
1,000. No, you are not, Bobby. Your glasses are not that thick. Come on now.
It's hilarious.
Bro's got fucking telescope
those
lenses
Mr.
on his glasses,
Those Mr. Magoo glasses.
Yeah.
observatory lens on his fucking.
Yeah. You got telescopes on your eyes, bud?
Oh man. All right. Well, when I'm not wearing them,
I see what Titan with like the red vignette like around too. Just,
It's hilarious.
that's how I be feeling because I'll lose my glasses and my glasses are clear. They're clear.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? So I can't find them. Like Velma. My glasses. But I just bought some new ones. They're shipping. They're being made right now. I just bought some new ones.
Speaking of Velma, random, but I saw something recently this week that they're casting for a live action Scooby-Doo series that's going to be happening over in I want to say HBO or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I could be wrong. It could be not HBO, but it could be something. Maybe no. I think it's
Nothing's
it's
ever-
Netflix.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course it is. Nothing's ever gonna beat Matthew Lillard as Shaggy
Yeah, I
and what's her name is Velma.
I don't know her name,
Can't
but
remember her name.
yeah, she's been in a
Yeah.
bunch of different stuff.
Nothing's gonna be
Female
Those-
Matthew Lillard.
yeah, nothing's gonna be
Undefeatable.
yeah. Shiggy. Nothing's gonna beat Shiggy. She Shaggy.
Also, do you guys see or hear about that Shia LaBeouf got arrested too
I
this
did.
week.
I saw the video of him getting beat
Motherfuckers
up.
out there terrorizing. It says Shia LaBeouf terrorizing bars in Mardi Gras. He was out over in New Orleans.
For Carnival.
And I guess he was just acting like a fucking asshole. And I guess that
Shia.
he was yelling like derogatory terms over to like a gay person allegedly. And
Damn.
And
Shia.
and there's a video where, yeah, he's outside of this fucking like crowded ass fucking street. Motherfucker has his shirt off. And he's like almost like
Yeah.
like trying to go
He's
call
just
people.
like
He's like,
antagonizing
yeah.
people. Just
and then there's
being,
another
like
video.
getting into physical altercations.
Yeah, and then there's another person or another video that I saw, excuse me, where like literally these two people have like Shia pinned over onto the fucking concrete floor. They keep telling him to like stop your shit, like cut it out, like fucking stop, right? If you get up, I'm gonna fuck you up, right? Stuff. And then he tries to like get up. Next thing you know, they go and they slap him around a few times. He's just like, you know, and then like they're holding him down so officers show up. Shia clearly looks drunk, or he looks like he's just
Bro's plastered.
yeah. And then
Of course he is.
And yeah, he must have just been. He said he was bar hopping, and then yeah, he must have just started acting like an asshole. And then it came out where it's like, remember we talked about? I think it might have been like over a month ago, where like, wow, I didn't know he had kids with what's her name, Mia.
With Mia Goth.
Yeah, Mia Goth.
He's like fully married and has kids.
But
with Mia
I
Goth.
guess they said that they
Or no, maybe
quietly
they separated.
separated
Yeah.
like recently, and so I don't know if he just now is like going back to
Spiraling
his
I know.
fucking ways. Yeah, because
Like it seemed like Mia Goth was really keeping him.
yeah, but remember
line.
we talked about how I was
'Cause
like, yeah,
pre-Mia
Shia
Goth,
went ahead and
when he was with FKA Twigs.
yeah,
and all
he
these
was
other
another
women.
fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, he was an abuser.
yeah, absolutely.
He was a horrible, abusive boyfriend.
yeah, and yeah, I don't know, but
Tishers is also negative 4.25. Girl, you're blind
just
too.
blind and bald.
Girl, you're blind like a bat.
Yeah, this is I need glasses to find my glasses.
Yeah.
Because I want to play Velma. My Pixie is in its pre-Bob era. And he goes, pre-Bobby era? Oh, you
Yeah.
mean hair.
Oh, you mean hair? Yeah, like a bob.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll join you, Bobby. We'll get fades together.
Yeah.
Blind and bald, that's awesome.
Bald and beautiful.
Yeah, so anyways, I saw that and I was like, it was disappointing because I'm like,
I know.
bro,
I want to root for Shia, but
Shia,
it makes
dude.
it so
dude,
fucking
at this
hard.
point now, it's like, I don't know. I can't root for him. Can't. Cause
I like to think that he was doing such a good job too, but it's always so hard seeing like an old problematic actor like relapse.
yeah.
Like in their like
Yeah.
horrible ways,
Yeah.
or at least like publicly. You know, he's out there antagonizing people. It's like, dog, what are you doing?
Also, it's like he seemed like he was alone. It's like, bro, why
Yeah.
are you out there by yourself?
Yeah.
You know, bar hopping and stuff.
Out
you
there
know, whatever.
shirtless,
And it's
getting
like,
into physical altercations with people,
Yeah.
getting beat
Yeah.
up.
Zebra Cake said, in other news, Kylie and Timothy are doing great. There you go.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Right on. You know.
and
Yeah,
so are
shout out to
Zendaya and
them.
Tom Holland. There's a rumor that Zendaya is pregnant
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Wow.
because she's been spotted out wearing like these big old coats and
Oh.
stuff. But also like it's winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Has anyone seen Marty Supreme?
I haven't. But I
No.
heard it did win an award.
You know what? Babbler was telling me that he saw it and he said it was really good.
I really want to go check it out,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
One of the creators.
Yeah, I want to go because Tyler the Creator's in it.
Ping pong, bro.
Yeah, Luca wants to
Well,
watch it too.
didn't
He
he
was
win
like,
a-
"Whoa, Tyler's in it, and it's about ping pong. This is my movie."
Didn't Chalamet win an award?
Yeah,
For
he
it?
won I think an Emmy.
An Emmy?
I think he won an Emmy for best actor.
Oh, that's.
Read what Zebra Cake just said.
Her pregnancy stomach is gonna look like me after the Caesar wrap. Good to know where you're at, Zebra Cakes.
That's awesome.
Enjoy
Celebrities.
that Caesar wrap.
Yeah. I don't
Long
know.
live the
Long
bloat.
live the bloat.
For real.
Wow. But yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Chalamet seems like a freaking cool dude.
He's put in the work.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
He's been-
I remember when he said he wants to be one of the greats. I was like, I don't know if that's cringy or if that's just cool. But then he's literally showing that he's like putting in the work, like you said.
Yeah. And he's been like, it's so funny. It seems like he's lived so many lives. He's such a chameleon. Like all these different little roles and all these different little social circles. Like when he used to date like Lily Rose Depp and stuff. And now he's dating Kylie Jenner. Boy, what?
Oh, Zuki said I kind of need some ice cream too. Hint, hint. Oh,
Yeah.
I think I know where I'm going later.
Yeah. You guys going on a little ice cream run?
Yeah.
You guys should go to Joker. Oh, it'll probably be late. It'll probably be
Isn't Afters open? Well, that's far.
After's is far. Oh,
I mean,
don't-
honestly, we might just go over to the little local shop.
Yeah.
You know, we usually do that. We either do like
Little
little
Timmy Tim's
nice little like
statistics.
sody run or something or whatever, or we go ahead and like hit up like a
Exactly.
smartphone or something, you know, and just kind of get something that we both want.
Yeah,
We'll see.
that's valid.
Nice.
So yeah, little Timmy Tim statistics. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of something that I want to add as well.
You're.
Oh,
that.
Shia.
That.
And another kind of sad thing too is this goes kind of only, it's somewhat relatable to the whole Shia LaBeouf thing because they were in Even Stevens together, but you know his older sister in that show, right? Christy Carlson Romano.
Sure, I'll take your word for it. I'm a.
You ever watch Even Stevens? No, not really. I think that was more a show for me and for Marissa.
Yeah, because you and Marissa were watching it. I'd be like,
Anyway, so there was
Claymation
an
opening.
accident that happened last year where there was an accidental. I think she got shot in the eye with something,
Oh, wow.
and that happened last year, right? And so that's something
Christy
that she had to-
Carlson Romano,
So
yeah.
she had to deal with that, and you know, she was. So thankfully, it wasn't anything devastating. Didn't lose her eye and stuff, you know, and all that. But like, it's something that was like crazy devastating, and she had to go ahead and kind of just like deal with it and whatnot. But like now, unfortunately, she
I just saw.
yeah, she just she has cancer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
She just got a screening and she
Yeah,
revealed
her and
positive
her and her husband, they went in for just health screening. Her husband's came back all clear and all good, but unfortunately they tracked a cancer in her screening. So
Yeah, there's a
you know,
positive
just-
cancer screening, but it's not stageable cancer yet.
Well, either way, I mean that's devastating because when you're already dealing with, well, just cancer in general is fucking awful, right?
Of course, yeah.
And wait, what?
Got it early though, which is good.
Tish, do you read that from Tish? Is that real?
What?
I was just about to say that Eric Dane literally died like right before we started recording.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that. Wow, we
Yeah.
were just talking about him too.
Yeah.
He was supposed to receive an award.
Yeah,
Wow.
I remember that we were like, he's supposed to be here, but he's in the hospital. He didn't show up. He's in the
That's
hospital.
tragic.
Instead.
There's so many deaths that are happening. Wow.
Dude.
I was gonna say just like prayers to Christy Carlson Romano. Obviously, don't know her and stuff, but like knowing what she had to deal with and stuff past year. Now
Yeah.
this and stuff, it's devastating.
Man.
And
Fuck cancer, fuck ALS.
yeah, honestly,
All these like horrible, just unforgiving diseases.
yeah. Wow. And he was so young too.
Yeah, so Eric Dane passed away today from ALS, for those of you who don't know.
Wow.
And he died at, how old was he? 53.
Way too young.
And
Oh my
he had
God.
just gotten diagnosed like what? A year ago?
Yeah, I was
2 years
gonna say, it
ago?
was,
he
like,
like just
literally a
got
year,
diagnosed
yeah.
with ALS. That's the thing. It's just like so unforgiving and you can't predict anything.
Yeah.
Especially when you get diagnosed when you're older.
I think you're talking about Vanderbeek. Tish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Van Dyke. I think there was a confusion too. I think there was a radio show that literally like announced Dick Van Dyke's death.
Yeah.
And Dick Van Dyke is very old, but still very much alive. And it was James Vanderbeek is the one who passed away.
Oh,
Yeah.
Arnold from Three Doors
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, and then that's another one too. So again, fuck cancer.
Yeah.
Awful. You know.
And Catherine O'Hara recently died from a mysterious illness.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't revealed what she died of.
I think it was some sort of like,
Some illness.
yeah, it was what's it again? I read something about it, but yeah, it was like from an illness.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, even freaking we lost one of the actors from Godfather recently too, Robert Duvall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he recently passed away. I mean, he lived, well into his 90s, so a good long, full life.
That's a long life.
Yeah. But man,
Oh, a pulmonary embolism with
okay.
Oh, man.
she died. Catherine O'Hara died from a pulmonary embolism with rectal cancer as the underlying cause.
Yeah.
Dude.
So
Yeah, but good news, I guess, in the future is that ever since the U.S. left the World Health Organization, all of these cures are suddenly coming out. The conspiracy theorist in me is really getting proven right.
A lot of conspiracy theories are being proven right now.
Have you seen those memes where it's like the flat earthers right now, knowing that's like the only theory that's not true?
Where's next, bro? No, imagine.
They're like, when is it going to be our turn?
They're like, one day.
Yeah.
The world isn't ready for us yet.
But fingers crossed and, you know,
Oh, man.
out there that there's going to be some more cures coming out that will be more readily available.
Yeah, I mean, this is unfortunate, guys. You know, I know we're kind of going down a little spiral, just like talking about death and stuff like that. But I do want to say, guys, that, like, you know, just go to show that, like, none of us are promised tomorrow. So just, you know, try to appreciate, you know, each day that we're given, appreciate the moment, appreciate like life, you know, and
live every day like it's your last.
and just be really thankful for those that are around us, you know, and you know, kind of going back a little bit, tying into AOT, like, you know, it's just kind of like we see just a relationship that Ksaver had with, you know, Zeke, and they weren't even related by blood, but they really cherish each other's, you know, just relationship and stuff. And so, like, for us, I mean, I don't know what all of our, you know, family dynamics are like, or what our, you know, friendships and stuff like that are or whatnot, and
Whatever our
and all that.
relationships are,
But you know, it's just like cherish them, you know, and again, just try to be just overall kind and caring people, because, like, again, trying to tie it back, you know, just to an anime, it's like,
Yeah, the thing
never
Attack
know.
on Titan makes us feel, man.
But you never know,
Subjects
like,
brings up.
you never know what impact and what difference maker that you can be for somebody else's life, you know, like we saw, like, literally Zeke needed somebody, right?
Yeah.
So in just in terms of, like, real life, like, you never know who you might come across, what kind of connection you might go ahead and build with somebody as a friendship, and they might need that. They might need somebody that can go ahead and kind of just have, like, be a friend to, and just kind of like hanging out with and stuff, you know, and just be overall good people. Like, I'll be honest,
Continue to spread positivity.
that's
You guys
key,
do a good job.
right? So, like,
I be seeing those posts
There's,
you be sending, Jacob. Those
there's-
positivity posts.
there's something that happened actually today at work that really bothered me, and so we get different customers that come, you know, in and out over the shop and stuff. People dropping
and
off
out.
different things and stuff, you know. And then we have
Sounds so good.
so there was you know, there was this guy who showed up, you know, and he was confused, and you know, like, one of somebody went to go and help him over at the shop, right? But the way that they handled the situation, for me, rubbed me the wrong way. So this guy who is showing up to our shop confused, right? He's like showing the directions. He's like, "Is this, you know, so and so? Is this the address?" And then, you know, the worker just goes, "No," and just like walks away and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Not just walks away, but also, like, ends up mocking him afterwards, like going over and he's like, "Oh yeah,
I was worried
this
you were
guy
gonna say
showed
that.
up and it was just like, oh hey, is this so and so place, whatever, isn't it?" No, I just told him, no. And then I was just like,
Do you think that's funny?
and I literally, I was like, do you know where he was going, or do you, and he pretty much goes, "Oh, he'll figure it out." But, like, for me, I've dealt with
Why are
that
you being
situation
rude to
before.
This poor dude for no
Like,
reason.
I've dealt with that situation before, people, because it's an easy mistake, because for whatever reason, like,
The address to your work can be very confusing.
so the way it works is that, like, for whatever reason, sometimes the map has almost like it has people go through our back lot, but we have a gate, so they can't go through it.
Yeah.
So then, you know, they have to go, and anyways, there's like a cul-de-sac that's over on the other side of the gate.
Yeah.
So that's where the confusion is and stuff, you know. So, like, for me, there's been times in the past where, like, I come across somebody who needs to go through there. I'm like, "Oh, so where are you trying to go?" Boom, boom, boom. I go ahead and I put it in my maps. I'm like, "Okay, so this is what you do. You need to go ahead and go out of that street.
Yeah.
You know, go around into the, you know, this cul-de-sac area.
Yeah.
You know,
Takes
try to
you
help
two-
him out. You know,
Take you 2 minutes.
and it's one of those things too where I'm like, I try to put myself in other people's shoes, and, like,
yeah,
if
same.
I was somebody who was, like, lost, or at least I needed help, whatever,
being empathetic.
and I'm asking, like, "Oh, hey man, like, I don't know if I'm in the right place. Is this address blah blah blah?" And then I get like a no,
yeah.
like, "Oh, okay."
all right.
Like, I'm walking away. I'm like, "Damn."
I'll never be vulnerable again.
See,
Thanks.
I've had things like that happen. I've always been like, I hope you have a better day.
Yeah.
Because obviously your day's not doing too
And the thing is, though, is that I know
Like
that.
Tish says, kindness costs nothing.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And I know that. Excuse me. I know that. Like, this person who did this, like, doesn't usually act that way. So I don't know if it's something that they just was going through something that day or whatever, and like
Thought it would be funny.
and I don't know, but like just the how
not
they
empathizing.
dealt with the situation, even like the mocking afterwards, it's kind of like rubbing the wrong way.
I was worried you're gonna say that they
know?
were mocking them. It's my least favorite thing.
Yeah, like
Someone's here vulnerable asking you
Yeah.
a question that's lost, and you're gonna make a joke out of their
Yeah.
situation. That always rubs me the wrong way too.
and it bothered me, but point being like
You make a spectacle out of them.
just
Yeah, Jacob, what a jerk.
Try to just be like just at least decent people. Again, this person's not usually like that, so maybe they're just dealing with something that day. But like still in general, like we're all going through stuff, and literally what Tish said, like kindness literally costs nothing.
Yeah.
So just like if somebody literally comes up to you with a question, like don't just be like what Jacob just said. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't help that person at all by just telling them no. Let him just go ahead, and like now they're like, well, they still have to go ahead and figure out where they're going. Like if you have the ability to be able to at least, all right, where are you going? All right, let me. So you're going this way.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, wouldn't you want someone to do? It's as simple as do unto others as you want done unto you.
Yeah.
Amen.
So, but yeah, it's just try to
Not a
spread
hard
that
concept,
positivity. Yeah, wrong mentor, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it's just like I don't know. Oh, I think that's in response to maybe the question.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a question from Trip. What's up, Trip? He says, would Zeke have died if he didn't get saved by
Pickle.
or is that or is it
Peak?
It's supposed to be Peak?
Yeah,
Are you talking about the moment with Levi? Then I think that
Trip
Zeke
XX?
Zeke would have for sure been dead.
Levi wouldn't have killed Zeke because we know that Levi wanted to save Zeke.
He would have wished he was dead.
So that he's only saving Zeke, as when I mean saving, I mean like holding on to Zeke so he can feed Zeke to somebody else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's crazy to think that like Pickle saved Zeke.
Yeah. Pickle.
But that's an interesting question though, Trip. Like I think about it in terms of like hypothetical.
Blondes unite.
Like, let's say he does have Zeke, right? He's looking for somebody. He comes across Flock, and Flock is like, Captain Levi, like Commander Irvin's here, and he's still breathing, right? And all of a sudden, it's like,
It's over.
oh shit, okay, well, I have Zeke here. Next thing you know, they go ahead and they freaking transfer the powers,
Yeah.
right? And then
in that scenario,
Irvin is this freaking Beast Titan all of a sudden.
Who gets the Beast and who gets the Colossal? Do we want Colossal Zeke?
Well, that's the thing
Or
is that
Beast-
unfortunately Colossal is wasted.
Colossal Irwin?
Colossal is wasted in this situation because there's only one injection, right?
Yeah.
Well, how much serum do you need?
Well, we've asked that
I know.
before.
They're like, what
Right?
do the Marlians know? Can we do like a half and half situation?
That's what I'm thinking.
Can we share?
Yeah, I mean maybe, I don't know, but I don't think that Levi would go ahead and test it in that situation.
No,
I think
be
he would
like,
go
I
ahead
don't care,
and
dude.
go
We're
full
bringing
dosage.
one of them back. I'd
you
rather
go.
have one back than neither.
And then that means that Irvin shows up as the Beast Titan and saves Armin.
Yes.
Boom!
Exactly.
How is he going to make him transform?
What do you mean?
Oh, I guess he's an Eldian, huh?
I just meant like he gets there before Armin becomes toast.
No.
Nah.
No.
Okay, if it's happening,
They're
I'm
only
saying,
in this situation of calm because
hold on.
Armin is toast.
If Levi saves Irwin fast enough to where Commander Irvin can go ahead and transform into a Beast Titan, and then he
big
shows up
if.
onto the battlefield. Next thing you know, the Colossal is like, what? Huh? And then who knows? Maybe he gets
That's a
there before
big if,
Armin's
bro.
plan.
Tish has a good point, but if they're making serum wine, how much do you really need?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure
mean,
it
for me,
dropped.
it's logical to be like, take this syringe. Okay, let's put half in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put half in one of them and save the other half in case
Rod
we need
Rice
Damn
it.
has
it!
transformed-
It says air fryer Armin is unfortunately canon.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate.
It's a canon of
We're
bad.
destined to lose.
Yeah.
I know.
Sorry. But yeah, I mean, if you saw Rod Rice transform from a lick on the floor,
I know.
How much serum do you?
And all you
really
need is for them to turn into a pure Titan.
All you need is
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
not like we're making them warriors immediately.
All you need is a drop of wine for
Yeah.
Flock.
No.
I mean for Falco
Yeah.
to transform.
Now the
Sorry,
question
I just got
is-
Jacob excited. I said Flock. Sorry.
Now the question is, does Armin's burnt crisp body evaporate the serum before it can take effect?
I know. It injects in. It's just
Bro is smoldering like a hot coal right now.
yeah. It just
so-
evaporates
I know.
out of his hot body.
So anyways, that's kind of like my long-winded like created alternate reality
I
right
like
there for
what
your
you
trip.
went for there, bud.
You
I
tried
was like,
it,
look,
man.
Irvin could get
You
there
tried
fast
it.
enough. I don't know what he would
You
transform
definitely
into.
went in with this
fucking
Grisha
eagle.
roll because now you're
That'd be
really
cool.
headstrong on this now.
Erwin would for sure be an eagle.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think of whatever from his past and his history that we've seen, but he's only been in the classroom.
Book.
To a
Pencil.
fucking
Bookworm.
He's a bookworm.
Worm.
Also,
He's a worm.
That's more like
I know.
Walter
Rice
Rice,
already had
though,
that.
yeah.
Also,
I know that I brought up Flock, but something that actually Dad mentioned today, literally at work. He goes, "Hey," so I was thinking about this, because he asked me, he goes, "Hey, you guys streaming today?" I was like, "Oh yeah, we're streaming today." And then like we're literally walking to our cars, and he goes, "Oh, hey, I was thinking about this." He goes, "You know Flock, right?" I was like, "Yeah, what about Flock?" He goes, "You know Flock is like a herd of sheep, right?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Yeah, there you go. Think about
He's a
it."
sheep.
yeah. It's like, oh wait.
So motherfucking Flock is a sheep.
Yeah, he's a
That's
sheep.
what's up. I
Flock
was like,
is a,
you know what?
Flock is literally
And
a
he be
sheep.
herding up them Jaegerists.
No, he is the sheep.
Yeah.
Flock is
But that was the point, is that Dad's
Yeah.
making, is that like, dude, this dude isn't a leader. Flock is literally
Yeah.
just a sheep.
Flock
Yeah.
is Flock is
Flock?
the chief of sheep.
Yeah.
He is head
Ooh.
sheep.
Bobby said that maybe a lion?
For Erwin, 100%.
That would be cool.
I think he's eagle or lion. I don't think there's any in between.
Can you imagine, like, he shows up, right, on top of the wall. Next thing you know, just a lion roar, just boom. And
Yeah.
Looking
then
like Azimuth from
freaking
Narnia.
Rhina and Bertold both are like, what the fuck was that?
I know. What is
Right?
that?
And then they realize, oh shit, we lost
And they
Zeke.
don't have Zeke. Yeah.
They're like, we lost Zeke. You know?
Dude, at that point, they just say, all right,
well,
we're on your team now.
goodbye.
I know. Literally, Bertold's like, wait, can we negotiate still?
I know.
Armin, you
changed
still
it.
want to talk?
Yeah.
Armin's
Still
like,
negotiate.
Armin's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, it says in the sheep form, he keeps the fuck ass spiral bang.
I know. He does.
You know what's
in
funny
the
is that
sheep
I
form.
remember
Like a
when
Pokemon.
Zebra Kids was watching, she was like, ew, why does
Kobe-
Flock have that
Kobe
on his
looking like
head?
a double.
Yeah. Ew. Why does he have that?
Instead of making it look like he has a wig.
I know.
Yeah, a little squirrel tail.
This is what Flock would look like. He would look like
I
one
have
of
like
these
a bump
two.
on the back of my ear that's annoying me. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a little sheep.
I gotta see that. I gotta see it closer because I'm blind.
He keeps that little squirrel tail.
I forgot. We just talked about how blind you
Yeah, he's
are.
blind.
He's one of those two. Preferably the one without the horns.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one on the left.
Flock
Bobby said,
of
bro, your dad
sheep.
was spitting flock of sheep.
a
Yeah.
true poet.
Yeah, like literally.
He truly was.
Yeah.
Good call out, Dad.
Yeah. I forgot my dad was
Good
literally
job.
like, wait a minute, Flock.
Yeah.
You know, Flock is literally just like a group of sheep.
Yeah.
It's just a wannabe
flock.
Sava.
Yeah.
I know. Nah, so I was like he's a ram, right?
Yeah.
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 Same fucking.
Dude is head of the
Same-
sheep.
same
Yeah, but
Right.
that's true, same breed, but I think like it's better when
The
you
sheep want
refer
him.
like if you were Sava, I know you wouldn't be like, I'm not a sheep, I'm a fucking ram, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a sheep.
Yeah.
I have
ram.
horns.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a lamb.
Headbutt me. Tell
a
me I'm
lamb.
still a sheep.
Yeah, I know.
Literally. All right, guys. So yeah, good stuff. I had a lot of fun this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I really appreciate all you guys' support and being able to go ahead and tune in with us and just stick around live with us. 'Cause I know that it's late for you
You're gonna have to
guys.
scroll back.
It's late really for all you guys.
Again.
I know what it is.
But anyways,
It's funny because it's a Trigun thing. It's from Trigun the anime.
I don't want to go ahead and harp on the subject again. But again, just like let's just be good people in this world and spread the love and positivity. Love, hate.
Of course.
Right? Wait, would that make Flock the goat? No.
No, he's the sheep that follows
He
the
is
goat.
the sheep.
Not a goat.
Yeah.
A sheep.
He's a sheep.
That would make Aaron.
I already knew it. Jacob's
Dad,
like,
he was
yeah.
so quick to it. He even got the crown when he said it.
I
know.
know, literally.
He took that number one corner back real quick.
Damn. But
Tish had it for a second.
I'm thankful, guys. I'm really thankful for all of you guys. I'm so just like I'm just filled with love being able to go ahead and do this with all of you guys, and that's to our friends that are there virtually, and you guys are just so awesome. But also to my sister and to like one of my best friends, and I just
Stop and blush.
I am, just so thankful because in reality too, it's like, it's cool that we're able to do this. You know?
Yeah.
Like
That we
it's
have a
cool.
community that we can rely on to actually like chill out with, and
The community.
This is like our club meeting, guys.
the community is just
Our Attack
something
on
Our
Titan
where-
secret
Club.
clubhouse.
Yeah.
the community is something that I'm truly am just so freaking proud of, and I'm so thankful for, and just like blessed to have you guys in my life. But also again, like just the fact that like the three of us were able to go ahead and just link up like this on a weekly basis and stuff. Like I know there's times where we're trying to like really kind of schedule throughout the week and stuff, and all that, and but
We be
you know,
prioritizing you guys.
But like I want us to go
Wanna
ahead
hang out.
and really understand like we're doing this, like
Yeah.
like we're able to go ahead and do this, and what it's created is something that's special. And again, like to have the community that has been created, it's something that is just like so fulfilling and it's so amazing, and I'm just so blessed and thankful just to have all of you in my lives. And I just like the way that there's like the branches and the extensions from just the creation of this podcast and stuff has been awesome. Like even like just with Zebra Cakes being able to go ahead and like watch Attack on Titan and finish the series and to like actually enjoy and stuff like that is awesome. And it's cool. Like those are like really cool, like just like things that like I'm just so thankful to have in my life, and I'm just it's cool because she also was like watching when she was working on all of her different art and stuff, and all that. And so like I'm gonna be so happy and proud of her this weekend, and like just be just so freaking grateful in life and stuff, just so really, like I said, cherish those that are around us and stuff. And that's why I'm just really so appreciative of just like everyone that I have,
So when are we getting Titan art?
Ooh.
Give her time. I just wanted to plant that seed.
Titan art. That would be interesting to see how her style.
Knowing her giant canvases,
Oh my gosh.
I'm thinking.
I mean, we
literally
kind of
thinking,
did. She colored in that Colossal Titan.
Yeah.
dude, that's what I was thinking.
Isn't that crazy that like I
That
thought
was
that was a
nuts.
printout.
I don't. Oh, dude.
I know. I totally thought it was a printout.
That's the first. I was like, dude, I thought that was a fucking printout. I was like,
she
she's
told
so
me that
good.
she made that out of colored pencil. Like
Yeah,
the way
girl,
that it's
what?
I
just,
had to zoom in when you told me
Me
it was
too.
colored pencil. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, it is.
yeah, it's so cool. Like the way that
Zebra Cakes, you're fucking awesome.
So I know that Zebra Cakes mentioned about the spa, just little like just the spa, little gift baskets and stuff like that. Just kind of like little treat yourself stuff that I got her during Valentine's. But like what she got me for Valentine's, like. She was like, I hope you like it. Like, I don't know, like I feel bad because you got me all this stuff and this and that. Like I don't. And she literally got me something so much more special because she made it.
yeah.
Yeah.
She made this vending machine in like a box form,
That had,
right?
like, these
that has
Japanese
like
snacks.
bricks. Like the vending machine is like bricks, right? With the vending machine screen, right? And snacks inside of it,
Yeah.
right? With like it's a shoebox that looks like a brick wall with the Colossal Titan with the hand on top of it, literally perched over looking, right? That like she made that. She made that
Yeah.
shit for me.
It genuinely
Like,
looks like a
Super
printout. It doesn't
impressive.
look
Like,
like
it's
she made
crazy.
It looks like
And-
she printed it out.
Super
Like-
impressive.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, this is so freaking special. And again, like, I'm just so
And the
freaking
fact that
thankful.
she
Like,
was able to hide it from you.
yeah, I know.
I'm
So
working. Don't come in.
like, literally, I got home from
working.
work and I was like, I thought she was in a meeting for. She said she had a couple different little like meeting and interviews that she had to do prior to her, leading up to her show. Mm-hmm. And so I knocked on the door and like I knew that it was locked and I was like, I was like, sorry, and stuff,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she probably in
come
a
in.
meeting and stuff. But no, she was working on some. She says AJ has a mini Titan art. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so cool. It's really so cool.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, thank you so much for that, baby. I really, wow, like I don't know. It's awesome, and I'm just so thankful, and I love it. But I hope you're still craving some ice cream because I'll be home soon, and that's all I got for you guys. Love you guys very much, and spread the love and positivity, and I'll see you guys next week. All right.
I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us every week and hanging out with us to talk about Attack on Titan with our anime club. Guys, you guys are in the know. Check out Lexy line. It's in actually the description of this YouTube video, so check out the description at lexiline.etsy.com. Or check out my Depop. It's also at Lexamundos. I'm selling a bunch of clothes because I'm trying to declutter. LexaMundos, Lexamundos. And also for Lexiline, use code AttackTheTalk10 for 10% off your entire order of $20 or more. So that I could just make stuff for you guys. I just like making stuff, all right? Yeah, I'm excited to see you guys next week. I don't have much else to say. Hopefully I have something more exciting to share with you guys. Love you guys so much. Blue's crying for me. Bye.
Sick. Thank you, Jacob, for the code. This week's code is peace and love, guys. Fellowship and love. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. This week's verse is Psalm 103:12. As far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us. Guys, you are never too far gone. You have never done anything too bad that God won't forgive you for and love you anyways. So talk to him. He wants a relationship with you. Other than that, guys, do a good deed this week because he sets those up for you as well. Other than that, stay safe. We love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.